I'm here. I'm here very late, but I am here. uh, so I spent like at least an hour today. My audio. I'm gonna. That means I think I'm a little bit louder now. So more so than my usual. Have me at a different volume. But also more. I think. I had a mess with like noise. All of these. I am here, and that's matters. My game might be a little bit. I don't know. You guys are definitely getting black screen. We gotta. Here we go. I meant to. Here we are. We're at the start of day, and if or I'm not that I can't remember. Have music? Or is this in? Uh, I don't know if. Happy. I know that demo is a full week. It does end at day 7. I just don't know if it's at the night of the 6th or. I'm going. A. So hot. Oh. Let's tweet it. More. Oh, I can't click on. Like it. I hope so. We haven't had an event with him. So, you know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Am I? I have to figure out why I am. I need to unpin. I worry. It's fine. We'll live. Okay. What happened this night? I think the previous found a magic book. Barb. Barb. Barbara. Barbara Bloom. Oh right. Barnabas. I'm glad we. Although I think still staying in the group. I think that's fine. I'm going to have any feedback right now. Pull out cardboard. I have it. I could. I have come to the discovery that one of my filters is definitely messed up. I have a feeling it's noise gate. I'm going to mess with the close and open threshold. See, this is what I'm saying. I didn't even have the time to work on this before I started stream. So chaotic. Hi, Mitri. This is Scuff stream. Oh, 1 second. Deal with cardboard helm. Okay, my goodness. Currently I'm messing with the noise gate. The way that I had it earlier was not picking up my voice very much. Perhaps. I don't even know what the difference between closed threshold and open threshold is, if I'm being totally honest. And I'm trying to make sure. Oh, it's hello. It's glitching. What is glitching? Why did I draw him to be homophobic? He looks like he's judging me. At least it's not. You can hear a whirring. It wouldn't be. I'm just gonna listen back to it. I didn't have the time to double check how everything sounded before streaming. I wonder why. And I wonder who just called me also, but whatever. Are we good, chat? Are we good? I turned up the music in the game a little bit. I'm here! Wow, I'm here! Oh yeah, Gizmo, I got no many to give you. When's the Mecha Comedian stream? Of whenever more people have the game. Whenever Rabbits gets it and we can play with Rabbits. Wearing is still there. It might just be... Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't hearing it when I listened back to it, so I was confused. I don't have a fan running. It's probably my PC. But I'm not... Unless I comp more, but I don't think comp would do it because it's background noise. These filters are so stupid. I can turn on noise suppression. Does this make it better, Mitri? If I turn on the noise suppression, because the noise suppression bugs me a little bit. The problem with compressing and noise suppression and limiter and all of those things is the fact that a lot of the time when it intends to cut out loud noises, it also cuts out like regular noises that are like higher or some kind of, you know, and I want it to keep those, so it kind of bugs me the way that it sounds sometimes. And I don't know if sometimes it's also just a reflection of my mic quality, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna check it though. I'm not bringing cardboard helm back for this one. I'm literally just gonna check it. It's fine. The more scuff time we have, the longer the stream will be. And long streams make me happy, even though I have no stamina for them. Am I going crazy? I don't think I hear whirring. I do hear like a subtle background noise, which probably is my PC. And I just don't have the noise suppression set to be able to take that out, nor do I want to deal with that, because then it's going to make me sound more like, I know that there's a certain dB point or whatever it's called, decibel, you know. But I don't think I hear whirring. It might be, yes. I put it right up to my ear with the video that you recorded. But I heard just like, do you mean maybe the static? It sounds a bit staticky. I don't really mind the staticiness because I don't think that's something I can solve. I think a lot of it is also just my mic. So if it's not bugging you too much, I'm fine with leaving that. That's not something I'm gonna nitpick right now. Ain't no way it translated. Ni clue, I could have read that without a translation. I could have read that totally fine without a translation. Anyways, is it fine for you? I think my headphones might have amplified it. That is true. That is true. I have my noise suppression on, and I think it sounds all right with the noise suppression when I checked. So, yeah, and it makes sense that only when I'm speaking it'll pick up the fans. The thing is, my PC's right next to it, so that's why I don't think it's avoidable. It'll cut, especially if I whisper. It sounds good without headphones, yeah? Huh. Stream doesn't want to let the headphones win, huh? Okay. I think I'm ready to start, though. Probably. I let my dad know that I'm a little bit busy, so hopefully I won't get pulled away. Because there are things that my brother could do. I'll try to watch the record. Okay. My model seriously tweaks that every single time I take a sip. This is awful. Let me... No, I'm gonna choke if I drink it that way. Oh my goodness. Okay. Game. Let me make sure this is unpinned, because it wasn't unpinned here for whatever reason. Even though I unpinned it on phone. Did I just see Valorant in someone's status? But I don't see it anymore now. Oh, I do. Gizmo's playing Valorant. Gizmo, why are we playing Valorant? Why are we playing Valorant? I think it was genuinely just the fans from your PC. Yeah. Usually people don't have their PC on their desk. Usually it's underneath, which means it's going to be a lot quieter, but that's just not something I could avoid, especially if I'm, you know, running a game, streaming at the same time. They're going to be working decently hard. Eventually it'll be better. Hopefully I can make things work when I move and not keep little Melazine. I can keep her down somewhere. I'd be a little bit worried as I just said X for asking for sound check. Yes. I feel it feels safer whenever I can check it on my own, even though I hate taking the time to do that while I'm actively streaming. But if I can go back in my stream and hear how it sounds and I'm okay with it, then that'll be fine. Because I just always get so pressed. I'm like, oh, this entire stream, if I had only just checked on my own. Okay. Game stuff. Last I played, we found a magic book and we discovered that we are a magician. We're a wizard. We're a witch. And there's this book named Barnabas that has spells inside of it. And also I think you slept through the part where what's her name? Minnie? Was it Minnie? You know, Ghost Girl. I love her. Witch Atelier. No, it gave very Witch Atelier vibes, actually. She, you know, like, she wants to be an idol girl and all. And she's actually really, really cute. And, she, like, performed downstairs in the antique store. And it was so cute. Like, she sings. And she has a, like, genuine, beautiful singing voice. I mean, I can't hear it, but... that's what the main character says. I believe the main character. I don't know. She's just so cute, and we recorded her to post it, like on like socials, on Twitter, Instagram, as they say. And I don't know how that's going yet, but she's actually debuting as an idol, I suppose, which is fun. I never got your stream notification. No! With the stalking? And yeah, apparently, you know the auntie? The auntie... like, when Winnie was, just chilling with the auntie, she wasn't allowed here because she would go at the edge of the, like, at the edge of the bed and just stare at the auntie in the middle of the night. Let's not do that, Miss Winona. Let's not do that. This is not consensual staring, and this is not a funny hee hee ha ha joke. Aside from that, I love Winnie. Winnie, she's so fun. Okay, I mostly caught up. I guess. Right, we got more on what's his face? The really boisterous guy that with the food that cooks. There's an actual fling because our auntie left a letter for him and we delivered it, and I kind of got teared up at that. Only one character I would be okay with. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Hi, Jay. We're missing Irma. I can't believe it. Oh. Oh, well, that kind of fear is worse than this one. Those are real dangerous, gross people. Okay. Okay. I think I've caught up enough. I don't think I need to go into depth with, like, everything that happened after most people fell asleep last stream. 6-7. Gizmo, get off Valorant. Gizmo, get off Valorant. I don't want to see you in my chat if you're on Valorant still. 6-7. Are you playing Overwatch? Like, no. Not tonight. I have to read my book before I have to return it. It's a long-ass book. Overwatch versus Valorant Wars. You can't play Valorant, Gizmo. It's because I said so. There's no why. 6-7. Okay, okay. Game. I need to get to narrating so we can continue on. Overwatch is definitely better. Not biased. You had hoped to awaken to the gentle chirping of birds or the sound of a breeze rustling leaves in the world outside your window. Instead, you woke to the sound of a very grumpy, pompous book opening then shutting its cover, repeatedly, as loud as possible. Good morning, Master. Oh, I apologize. Did I wake you? It's probably about time for me to get up anyway. Good. It would be a tragedy? I almost said that. To waste your morning on slumber. Up, up. Let's get a move on. With a grumble, you pushed the covers aside and swung your legs out of your bed. You made your way over to your dresser, picked up a change of clothes, then turned back to look at Barnabas, who was sitting on your desk across the room. Do you mind? I'm changing. It's not as if I have eyes, Master. I see the world differently from a base creature like you. Base creature is kind of insane. That is wild. Cool, but I'd rather you didn't see me getting changed in any way. If it pleases you, Master, I will turn around. Does that satisfy? You quickly changed, then grab a piece of fruit, noting that your food stock really was near empty now. I'll have to find a grocery store later. I thought we found one already. I thought we found a grocery store. Now, as much as I enjoy your presence, Barney, I've got work to do. Did you want to come with, or...? No, thank you. The thought of being paraded around in front of the general populace, subjected to the gazes of those who cannot appreciate my glory, fills me with despair. I will stay right here, thank you. I'll, turn on the TV for you, just in case you get bored. That's crazy. Your consideration is touching, Master, truly. See ya. With that, you made your way down the stairs and stepped into the store proper. Is Florian here? Is Florian here in the morning? Florian? Wait, because we're still missing a person, aren't we? I think we're still missing a person. You were halfway down the stairs when you heard voices talking back and forth. That was beginning to feel like a normal thing around the store. But you didn't recognize one of the two voices. This one! This one! I am afraid it is not possible. Wilhelm requires their due rest, and besides, it is my duty to protect them. What is this game? This is a game made by the same creators of A Date with Death, and I'm very excited. It's just the demo. I'm really, really, really excited for the full release of this game, truly. It scratches my brain in the right way. It's like everything I would want in a game. It makes me so happy. You should play the demo. You should play the demo. This one, yeah. I think I've talked about it before. The Willowmist of Antiquities? Something. Willowmist Emporium of Antiquities and whatever the hell. It's in the title. It's in the title. I haven't finished Date with the Death. Date with the Death? Huh? A Date with Death. I finished it, but I got one of the DLCs and then I haven't played it yet. I want to eventually. But it's not the big DLC, which is kind of sad. It's just the one that has a little bit. I like the sky. I feel like you would. The vibes. Just the vibes. It's like something scratching your brain, right? Clogged. What voice do I give him though? Ah, Lucille, come on. It's not that big of a deal. I just want to see him with a little bedhead. I will not budge on this matter. Sleep is more important than your senseless whims. Is there a party I didn't get invited to going on? This seems to happen a lot. I don't think I did, no. You'll make a person feel left out if you're not careful. You winked towards Lucille, who instantly straightened up, then turned your eyes towards the other person. Your eyes met another's, a man with red hair you didn't recognize. He smiled up at you lopsidedly, before brushing a lock of hair behind his ear. Doomed Yuri. If we're talking about Yuri, I still have to play Cage of Roses, which was also published. I don't think it's made by the same people of A Date with Death, but it's published by 2.5 Studios. And I downloaded that one like a long time ago now, or I bought it a long time ago now. Your name is Eden? Well, if it isn't the most mesmerizing face I've seen all week, you must be the infamous new owner of the store. You can call me Handsome, or Eden will do. I have eyes on Florian, okay? Eden it is then. It's nice to meet you. I'm Wilhelm, right? I've heard a lot about you, but it looks like the rumors were selling you short. Rumors? Well, color curious. Eden took a few steps up the staircase, his gloved hand trailing over the railing as he approached you. When he got close enough, he leaned in towards you and whispered. He wasn't quite touching you, but was close enough that it felt like an intimate gesture. You're going to the gym tonight? Good luck. Have some good Overwatch matches. Next time we play together, I'm gonna play Domina! 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 You said what? I don't think I need it, but thank you. Funny story. I'd heard that the new owner already had a fan club because of their overwhelming beauty and charisma. From what I've seen, I'd have to agree. Oh yeah. Dummy, because I was talking to Jay about this. I don't want to be a one-trick Arisa. I love playing Arisa, but I really do need a second tank that I'm good at. I played one match of her today. And Sigma doesn't scratch my brain. I feel like too many people already, play Ramatra. Diva, I never feel pulled to play Diva. It's like, I need a second tank. I have enough DPS, I have enough supports. I need a second tank. Reinhardt, I can't play Reinhardt, dude. I don't know what it is. There's something wrong with me. Eden pulled back and smiled. Well, the rumors say a lot more than that, but let's leave some of the secrets a mystery for now, shall we? Because Watto is the Ramatra. Yeah, Irma plays a lot of Ramatra, and so does Watto, and I'm like, you have to be a little mysterious to be interesting, after all. At that, Eden turned around and walked back down the stairs, the sound of wood creaking with every step. If there is something you need, Sir Eden, I suggest you speak now. Why rush our first meeting? We'll be telling everyone about it at our wedding. He winked up at you, then turned his attention to Lucille. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Really, you don't need to be so defensive. I don't bite, unless you ask me nicely. I have no interest in anything of the sort from you. If you have no business here, please take your leave. We are running an establishment here. Like Sky Coddle, you're so right. Lucille moved her hands towards the hilt of her sword, but didn't draw it. Eden raised his hands and backed up a step. All right. I'm going to note that down for next time. Lucille isn't a fan of jokes. My deepest apologies, my lady knight. Eden gave a half bow to Lucille as she just shifted to stand a little straighter. I just wanted to introduce myself to our lovely new shopkeep. Believe it or not, I'm actually Willowmist's most famous carpenter. I believe you are Willowmist's only carpenter. Ouch, that may be true, but the point stands. A carpenter? He looks more like a model. I was expecting someone who looks more like Quinn. No, me too though. I don't think I expected him to be like, what? I happen to be acquainted with your aunt. We work together on occasion, so I'd like to extend the same offer to you. Oh. My acid reflux is refluxing. No, I did not. What do you mean you're a carpenter? What are you carpenting? That bod of yours? I thought this was some jobless bum. I mean, he does look like a model, seriously. No wonder the gloves, though. The gloves make more sense now.
If I remember correctly, Sir Eden, Lady Sylvie would also refer to you as a flirt and a liar. What can I say? There's so much beauty in the world. Should I not celebrate it? Lady Sylvie would say that you are incapable of taking anything seriously. That I can accept. You're such an honest person, Lucille. It almost makes me jealous. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'd love the chance to get to know you properly, Wilhelm. How about drinks and dinner on me tomorrow night? Tomorrow night? Well, maybe I'll be able to shift around my incredibly full schedule if you ask nicely. Oh, is that how it's going to be? Well then, pretty please, may I treat you to a night of fine dining and wine? No, it's actually pretty good. I'm impressed. I'm an actor at heart. Then I shall accompany you as bodyguard. I don't think that's... Actually, you know what? Why don't we just invite everyone? It could be like a housewarming party. How much this game will cost? Oh god. I think it'll probably go... But he looks like such an F-boy. I'm gonna assume under $20. Definitely not above 30. No. I'm assuming it's gonna be like $19.99 max. The ultimate max is like 24. Nintendo prices. No, I think 2.5 Studios prices their stuff relatively reasonably. If I'm basing off of Cage of Roses, which was an older game, so I would assume this one would be a little bit more, I'm assuming around the $19 mark. At least I would hope so. I'm being hopeful. A Date with Death is free, and the DLCs are reasonably priced. But I can't really base off of the percent, like off the DLC's price. Yeah. Here I thought I'd managed to snag a date. What a shame. Still, that sounds like fun. I'll leave it to you to invite whoever you'd like. You seem like you have good taste. The bell by the door chimed as the door to the store opened, and the familiar face of Emmett poked his head through. Hi, Emmett! Good morning. I'm here for... He paused as his eyes locked with Eden's. 6-7. He then turned and walked straight back out the door. Emmett? How cute. How cute. He's being all shy. I'll go get him. Don't you worry your pretty little head. What? Eden's definitely Pan. Oh my goodness. Eden strode past you, then exited the store. A few moments later, they both came back in, with Eden's arm around Emmett's shoulder. Ah! Where are you off to so quickly, my friend? Don't tell me you're trying to avoid me. I'd prefer it, yes. Everyone's so honest this morning. How refreshing. So, what brings you here today, Emmett? My job, which you're currently preventing me from doing. There's always more time for work later. There's not always friends later. That would be true, yes, but you're all acquaintances at most. Hey, you're meant to think stuff like that, not say it to our faces. You're such a stick in the mud. And you're a thorn in my side. Unhand me. You'll run away. Oh, I might just have to hold on to you tighter. I might, yes. And please don't. You two are friends then? We absolutely are. We absolutely are not. Oh, they're definitely exes. Oh. Oops, I right-clicked. It's more like I happen to bump into him no matter where I go, and he takes it upon himself to bother me nonstop. You're too stubborn for your own good. One day I'll get you to agree we're best friends. Hell will freeze over before that day comes. So cold. And I thought we had such a beautiful relationship. You're breaking my heart over here, Emmett. Emmett, the famous heartbreaker. I like the sound of that. Don't encourage him. He'll never stop. Hi, Potato. I'm embarrassed saying these lines that he's saying. I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't have voiced it. Now I'm more embarrassed. I'm scratching my neck. I'm not gonna say that line, guys. So what do you guys think about this? What are your thoughts? You're concerned? Are you? Yeah? Yeah? Yes, exactly. Just like a puppy. Desperately in need of discipline. Aha. Okay, Emmett. Emmett, do not come to my town. Emmett, come to my town. Eden? Debatable. Debatable. Oh, goodness me. How long is this gonna take to get it back into shape? Here we are. There we go. You didn't come to my town. I bet. I bet. Okay. Since you're here, Emmett, I was wondering if you'd like to come out for dinner with us tomorrow night. Don't be greedy, leave. See, you can have them. I understand. I really just want... I think I really just want for it. I think that's just, yeah. I've sat with it for a little while. No, thank you. Scared that Eden will bite? He's going? Yeah, so far it's me, Eden and Lucille. I'd like to ask Florian and Winnie too. I'd really like you to come, if that makes a difference. Fine. I will make a spot in my otherwise packed schedule. I hope you appreciate the effort. What a gentleman, Emmett. How very unlike you to change your mind. Maybe you have a soft spot for Wilhelm, eh? I have nothing of the sort. I'm merely agreeing so that someone responsible can be on hand to keep things under control. Do you really want to have dinner with your ex? You gotta see, Emmett, we had such a sweet moment with Emmett recently. He has a soft spot for cats. I like him a lot. I do like him a lot. I don't know anything about the game. Yeah, because you missed the entire 5-hour stream last time I did it. How could you? How dare you? I made the exit thing up. Oh, yeah. It's not. I forgot that Potato didn't know. Yeah, you should be apologizing. I'm kidding. You were not obligated to be here whatsoever. I'm glad that you are here. Emmett shrugged out of Eden's grasp and then brushed himself off. Now, if that is all, I need to speak with Wilhelm. In private. Well, when you put it like that, I can't help but wonder about your relationship. Do tell me what happens. Nothing is going to happen. It is a simple discussion and nothing more. I don't even think it was Kiz. Was it Kiz? I thought it was only Typher. Where was I? Nothing is going to happen. It is a simple discussion and nothing more. Is that a blush I see on your cheeks? Maybe you are the one who needs glasses here. Stop making things up. Yeah, I think it was Typher. Lone has Lone. These usernames are really hard to keep track of if you don't know. No, I understand. I think Kiz's YouTube name has Kiz in it, and I think so does Lone's. Typher is one that's really easy to get confused with, and the reason Potato, everyone's like, who's Potato? Where's Potato? Is because Potato has Tokidoki Gatherer, and I'm like, it's all over the place. I wish you could like nickname yourself in like a YouTube chat or something. You know what I mean? Allow me to escort you out, Sir Eden, so that Sir Emmett and Wilhelm may talk in peace for the moment. What a noble way of throwing me out. Well, it was nice meeting you, Wilhelm. I hope to see you around town, Definitely. It's been a pleasure. I'll let you know more about my services later, but drinks first. I'm a very hands-on worker. I'd like to get to know my business partners before we work together. Ugh. Hi, Cuphead! Lucille is very amazing. Lucille and rabbits. That's a thing. They'll never guess who I am. Yeah, rabbits really likes Lucille. I like Florian. I think Mitri likes Eden the most, seemingly. Who
I think that's all it is right now. Every pony good. Who is Flower Flora in? Florian. 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 Yeah, I love Winnie a lot, but that's... No. And also just not romantically. I think Winnie is very, very little sister to me. Not Flower Flora in. Sounds great. See you tomorrow, Eden. Lucille put a hand on Eden's back and saw him to the door, where he finally exited the store, the bell tinkling as he did. Pardon the intrusion. As I said, we need to talk. Sure thing. What's up? Did you miss me so bad you had to come see me first thing? Don't be absurd. Did you give my business cards to anyone? No, of course not. Why would I? I'm keeping your number all to myself, thank you. Damn it. If you're not responsible, then that's even more concerning. How did they find me and get a hold of my number? Yeah, Emmett gave us his number recently, his personal number. Last stream towards the end. Is Emmett my second favorite? What's wrong with me? I like cat boys. Emotionally constipated cat guys? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am not staying away from Emmett. I cannot bear it. He's so cute. I love softies that look cold on the outside. I'm very greedy. I'm so greedy. I'm very greedy. It's my stream. I get to have my cutie pies. Kid, it's my previous employer. What would they want? Wait, did you do accounting for a criminal organization or something? 7 and Access. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Greed is known across all the lands. Over yonder, they know of my greed. I worry about the fantasies that are going on in that head of yours. Forget it. I'll deal with it myself. You're kind of making me worry here. You're a client. There's no need to worry about me. Nuh-uh. We're close acquaintances now. I think that means I'm legally allowed to worry about you. I'm no solicitor, but I'm certain that's not how this works. So you're trying to argue that me worrying about you is illegal? What? No, stop talking such nonsense. Emmett is not evil. You haven't seen him with the cats. You should make the greed part of your VTuber lore. I should. I have to rework my VTuber lore. For sure. I gotta figure out why what I did in my vampire years, because I was originally supposed to be a novelist, I think. I don't know. Before I did the whole utaite thing. So, I mean, I wouldn't brand myself as a novelist. A VTuber, it still counts. He's such a— he is! Seriously, we should have seen him with the cats. I wonder if I can find the CGs just in the game. Like, if there's a gallery or something. It's so cute. We, like, walked him to his house, even though he kept being like, no, you don't have to do this. And then, like, it's just because Eden was— exactly. He gets rage baited easily. Twirls my hair. Moving on. I can't believe you'd call me nonsensical, Mr. Accountant for a crime syndicate. That's not— forget it. You're impossible. Emmett pinched the bridge of his nose and closed his eyes, almost like he was in pain. It's nothing like that. Nothing illegal, at the very least. Let's just say I terminated my contract early and they aren't happy about it. Well, they can't force you to go back, can they? I'd like to say no, but they're so obsessed with their rules and regulations that they might have some obscure way to try and make me work for them again. It's like that. Yes. Yeah. Especially because, I mean, like, this flirt. Like, he would be the type to do that to Emmett. And Emmett would be the type to be like, you're driving me crazy. Just leave. Just leave. I don't want to see you anymore. Please. Shut the hell up. And you know, Emmett probably works with... I'm assuming he works with Eden. Because Eden's a carpenter and, you know, accounting and all that. And he's like, you know, an accountant for multiple people in this small town. Just flirt, can flirt with. It's so sad that we meet him so late. I wonder if there's a reason we meet him so late, aside from just like keeping you on an edge for the demo. I wonder if it's like he gets revealed later because of some like mysterious story thing. You know what I mean? Never trust the flirts. I kid. And that would be a bad thing, right? I left for a reason. Ugh. What a terrible start to an otherwise good morning. At least you got to see me. As I said, thank you for your concern, Wilhelm. It's not necessary, but, well, thank you anyway. What you guys whispering about? Is it secrets? Oh, I love secrets. Come on, tell me. I won't tell anyone, I swear. Oh, Winnie, good morning. Have you and Emmett met before? Does watching him from the corner of the room count? I don't think so. Also borderline flirting in the common bond. Yeah. It's more of the watching. What is Winnie's problem? Then nope. My name is Winnie. Nice to meet ya. So, what's happening? None of your business, Miss Winona. Just Winnie is fine. Fine. Miss Just Winnie. Oh, Evan, I love you. Never change. No, I mean, I'm Just Winnie. As I said, Miss Just Winnie. Oh. I love him so much. Oh. He already scratched my brain right when we first saw him, but like he's grown on me so much. It's just, Fine. I'll be Miss Just Winnie, but you have to be Mr. Tall and Serious. Mr. Finch will suffice. Mr. Always looks like he's got to stick up his butt. I feel like that one might be a little bit long. If you're noticing, it takes a lot of effort to maintain. I like you. You're funny. Funny isn't the word I'd use, but if you'd prefer it, then be my guest. Now, if that's all, I have other things to attend to. He stares at people. Yeah, at the edge of their bed. At the foot of their bed, just stands, and she's a ghost, so she's always floating, and she's a little bit translucent, and she's just staring at you. And when we first meet her, I don't know if you got to that point. I don't know how much of the VOD you watched. I'm assuming not that much of it. It's 5 hours long, so... Hey, Emmett? Yes? This all could have been a text, you know? And I'm just saying, I feel like you stopped by just to see me. You would be incorrect, as I gave you my number, but you never gave me yours. Good day, Dr. Marigold, Miss Just Winnie. At that, Emmett turned on his heel and walked out the door, the bell jingling as he did. When he turned and waved her hand, watching as he left. So, what was that about? A romantic tryst? A secret rendezvous? The beginnings of forbidden love? Do you read a lot of romance novels or something, Winnie? Well, it does get boring around here sometimes. Florian, where are you? No, I can't flirt with Emmett. I am loyal. I am loyal to my emo guy. I'm loyal. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. A romantic tryst sounds a lot more fun than the actual answer. It's just work stuff. Romance avoids me like the plague. What? Really, I didn't hear you right. You? But you're so fun and cute and cool. I'm one of those things, but I'll leave you to guess which. Oh, by the way, Winnie, I wanted to ask you something. Would you like to go to dinner with me tomorrow night? Dinner with you? Oh, are you inviting me on a date? Sure, a date with Emmett.
me, Lucille, Eden, and hopefully Florian. We're all gonna be one big happy family. Okay, so this is not a one-on-one thing. Boo! Did you want it to be one-on-one? Well, of course! I want to get to know you better. Well, a bigger group doesn't have to stop that, does it? Plus, we can always hang out there. I want to get to know you too better. I want to get to know you better too, Winnie. Yeah, that sounds fun. Winnie shifted and fiddled with her hands. Can I think about it and let you know later? Oh, sure. It's not until tomorrow anyway, so there's no rush. If you don't want to, you don't have to either. Oh, no, I super want to. I'll let you know. Alright, I better get ready to open up anyway. Okie dokie. See you later, alligator. He gave a small wave, then floated up, 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 and through the ceiling. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. That's the second time this has happened. I gotta do that. I suppose I'll just do this. I want to sort through storage, and I haven't cleaned the store for a little while. Can I even afford bills? What about woodworking? I have 103 and not 120. You sat down at your desk ready to go over the week's bills. Unfortunately, you don't have enough to cover your bills. Bro! I wasted my time. I wasted an entire morning. Bro's paying bills. Bro's not paying bills. Bro's broke. Bro is like $16 off paying bills. You're leaning against the counter eating last of your food supplies when Florian comes in through the door, nearly dragging his bag behind him. You thought it would be impossible, but somehow he looked even more tired than usual. Hi, Florian. Long night? He pulled off his usual disguise. Good morning, night, afternoon, whatever it is. A brilliant start to your shift. Can I get you a coffee or something? Yes. Wait. Ugh. Seriously, are you okay? He doesn't like coffee. How could he say yes? I'm fine. God, you're so nosy. It's just been a long few days. Florian dragged his bag over to the counter and sat down with a sigh. I can tell. You're looking worse every day. Gee, thanks. Florian's voice was a flat monotone, as if all the energy had been sucked out of him. Sorry. Gee, thanks. You could always take a few days off. I'm sure you could manage. I'll have to take a double shift on sweeping, but hey, I could use the arm workout. I do more than sweeping, you know. Also, I don't want to. I'm not sick, just... It's fine. Stop worrying about me and worrying about something more productive. Can't sleep due to pee-pee poo-poo anxiety. I hope you can fall asleep with it on. I hope it doesn't take you too long to sleep and you don't feel too awful. I feel that I've always got to listen to something in the background. That's what my streams are here for anyways. I get joy when people fall asleep. I'll look at it like a few hours later. The viewers are still high. Well, not high, but there's still viewers in here. And I'm like, oh, people fell asleep and they still have it on. So cozy. So cozy. Speaking of cozy, I was going through my OBS things today. I realized I have a coffee cup. Do you guys like the coffee cup? What do we think about the coffee cup? A little animated. You're stealing the cup, how dare you? It's funny because I'm actually drinking coffee right now, huh? I've fallen asleep on many of those streams, I fear. It could be more if I streamed more. What a shame. Give me an example, then, and I'll consider it. Running the store? I think I've kind of got it down by now. Something else. Fuck, I don't know. All this supernatural stuff you're struggling with. Yeah, actually, about that... What? I think I might be a witch. Or a wizard. Or something along those lines. God, what changed overnight? To make a long story short, a magic book with the worst personality ever pretty much hit me in the face with a revelation. I'm fine. You know what? Sure. Magic books. Great. Really? That's all? What do you want me to say? You're a witch. Hooray! Let's celebrate. Kind of thought you'd have a bit more to say than that. Do you know if my aunt was like this? Well, there was certainly something wrong with her. Hey! I don't mean... Look, she's eccentric and she lives here. There was always going to be something up with her. So you didn't know she was a witch? Nope. She tends to keep things to herself. It's kind of her thing. And you're fine with that. Look, she pays me. I don't care if she's a witch or an alien or whatever else, just as long as my bills get paid. I'm sure you have sick leave, you know? You ought to use it. I'm not sick. Leave it. Geez, alright, I'll drop it. Florian let out a breath. Sorry, I've just had a shit few days. You're a witch or whatever, maybe you have some spell to give me my energy back. He laughed weakly and rested his head on the counter. God, he's so cute. I love him so much. I love him so much. I hope he feels better. I love him so much. He's so cute. I love him so much. Oh my god, I hope he feels... Oh my god. I'd give anything to sleep right now. You can use my bed if you'd like. I can't think of anything weirder than sleeping in Sylvie's room. I think the bed smells more like me than her, if that helps. It does not. It's not for lack of trying, anyway. Thanks for the offer, though. Oh yeah? Can I see him blush again? He reached down and gave him a pat on his head. His hair was actually very soft. What are you doing? Sorry, really. It was kind of force of habit. He reminded me of my mom's dog. Your mom's... dog? Yeah. When she's grumpy, she puts her head down like that too. My bad. Hey, if it makes you feel any better, you're much softer than her. Whatever. I have work to do. He practically flew away from the counter, cheeks turning bright red. Sorry, Florian! With that, you finished up your lunch break and got back to work. Definitely have the most hearts with him, yes? Right? Right. Does it show here? Oh, here. Not in this one, okay. Does that mean I have no events with him yet? His birthday's November 23rd, of course it is. December 28th? That's a week and some days after Rivolette's birthday. Oh my. December 11th, yeah. We don't know her. Oh, that makes sense. January 1st, okay. Vivi! Do we have... Yes. Oh, March 4th. Is that a day after... What day is Eve's birthday again? Is it March 3rd? I think so. No, March 8th. Oh, I suck at this. So cute. He's really, really so cute. He's the cutest. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. He's too cute. I can't keep looking at him. Hold on. How the hell do I exit the screen? Okay. You were standing behind the counter, double-checking the amount of change currently in the register when you heard the bell next to the door chime. You looked up at the brightest, most show-stopping style you've ever mustered, just in time to see a full-size llama walking in through the door, then turning around and facing you. It didn't seem to care that this was an antique store, not a petting zoo. Just chewed on some grass. What the... Florian? A mess of dark hair popped out from the storeroom. What is it? Did you buy a llama? Why would I buy a llama? I don't know. I'm just making sure. I did not buy this llama. Do you usually have a llama problem around here? No. There was one time a cat walked in, but I've never even seen a llama before. Lucille? I did not buy a llama potato. I did not buy a llama. I bought a potato to eat and to give to the llama. That's what I did. Ugh. Lucille approached, armor glistening in the sun, then stared down the beast. It stared back. Though I know not where this creature has appeared from, perhaps we could train it to be a valiant steed. If you got on that thing in all of that armor, its back would just snap. You have no faith, Master Florian. It is not only the strength of body that matters, but the strength of character, of soul. Soul and character aren't going to hold 40 pounds of metal. I hate to admit it, but I think I have to agree. Plus, I'm sure this llama belongs to someone already. Look. You pointed towards the pink collar it was wearing. It stared back at you, still chewing. A shame. Back in my home, I had a most noble steed. She was a true beauty, a creature of strength and honor. I had hoped to find such companionship again. Maybe you should be looking for a horse, not a llama. Let us pray that our next visitor is a horse, then. I don't know if that would be better or worse than a llama. A horse might kick over the displays my aunt so lovingly crafted. You know what? Maybe we should invest in a store horse. I love when he's sarcastic. Sir Florian, this establishment is a wondrous place filled with treasures of the past. You would not truly wish it to see it destroyed, surely? Destroyed? No, but we could lose a few of these treasures and nobody would notice. I think I'm going to look for the owner. You lead the llama by the collar back out through the door while Lucille and Florian argued behind you. Who owns it? You found your way back to the center of town. Unfortunately, the llama didn't put up any resistance. He stroked its fluffy orange-brown fur, then looked around for someone who seemed like they were missing a llama. Oh! Wait, was this a luck check? What is it? Oh wow, that's awful. Oh wow, that's awful. Oh wow, that's awful. That's so bad. No matter where you searched, you couldn't find anyone who lost a llama. Eventually, you decided to hand the creature in at the town's lost and found, though the woman behind the counter was a little bewildered. Lucille, I'll be your noble steed is insane. That's wild. Oh, I'm gonna go for 60 on this, because that's insane. That should be worth so much more. You get seated behind the counter, ready for today's customers. The bells chime and a customer comes inside. Hello, Dr. Marigold. I trust your day is well. Welcome! I'll pass for now. Perhaps next time. Everything's too expensive. I need money to pay off the bills, Emmett. Until next time, Dr. Marigold. See you next time. He's not even trying to barter. The customer leaves the store. You saw one customer today, but no one else is coming now. It was a little past 5 p.m. when you flipped over the sign on the door to close and let out a drowsy sigh. What a day. You say that every day, you know, like a broken record. Well, every day is exhausting, in a good way, though. How can anything be exhausting in a good way? Haven't you ever finished something and been tired, but really proud of your work? Nope. I usually finish it, then wish I'd never started it in the first place. Kind of a pessimist. The world isn't sunshine and rainbows. That's true, but, well, bad things will always happen, but life goes on. Isn't that kind of cool? Not really. Maybe if you didn't frown so much, you'd be more positive. I think I should just make him blush more. The solution here is to make him blush more. Right? Hi, Mitri. I wondered for my... I don't think it works like that. Give it a try. See? Just copy my face. It's really easy. Just relax your muscles and... Oh, still frowning, I see. It's not a frown. It's just my face. That's unfortunate for you. Excuse me. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing at all. Noisy must run in your family or something. Noisy, annoying, and a complete pain in the ass. You forgot gorgeous, charming, and funny. No, trust me, I didn't. You grinned and Florian turned away from you, looking around the store. It looked as it always did, a mess of knickknacks and clutter, but a clean one. Florian did a good job, even if he always tried to deny it. Hey, Florian, I was wondering something. You're always wondering something or another. You never stop asking questions. It's good to have an inquisitive brain, you know? It keeps me young, or something like that anyway. Is it? It was like a lot of effort, especially when you could just keep your mouth shut and think to yourself instead. Anyway, as I was saying, I knew that you grew up in town, but not much else. You haven't always worked here, right? What did you do before? Is it important? Yeah! That depends how important you think getting to know each other is. Not important, then. I think you default to being mean when you feel shy. Hello, I'm not okay. Look, I used to be in college, but that didn't work out and I dropped out. There's a college here. That's surprising. Didn't know the population of Willowmist could support it. No, it was in the city. Didn't you say you'd always lived here? I was only gone for a few months. It hardly counts. Well, why'd you drop out? Got bored of your major? Why is this so important to you? You got a magic book upstairs, right? Why don't you go and bug it instead? I don't know if Barnabas would like that. He has a name? Hey, I didn't pick it. He came pre-named. Though, to be fair, Barnabas is kind of a rocking name. You're changing the subject. Barnabas has nothing to do with this. I'm interested in you. Health complications, all right? I couldn't stay. But I also couldn't come back when... Look, fine. If you're so desperate to know, I'll tell you. But can we sit down? My head is killing me. Guys, he's chronically ill. Guys, he's chronically ill. Guys, do you think he has CFS? Like, be... Of course, we can use my room upstairs if that's alright with you. Florian looked to the side, a dusting of red appearing his cheeks. Now who's trying to get who into bed? My hands are on my neck again. I don't know where I picked this up from. Where did I pick this? Can I stop? I never mentioned anything about my bed. You're the one thinking about that. I never... No need to deny it. You literally just brought it up. Look, you're cute, but I think that's jumping ahead a little, don't you? I'm not... You don't... Ugh. With that, Florian turned around and stomped upstairs, huffing the entire way up. Welcome to my humble abode, Sir Florian. God, shut up. You sound like Lucille. Is that a bad thing? I know you two are pretty different, but I hope that's not a problem. One Lucille is enough, that's all. It's not like I hate her, she's just... a lot. Alright, I'll keep the chivalry to a minimum, my fair liege. You plopped down on your couch, sinking into the cushions. Florian followed, though much more cautiously, perching himself on the opposite end. He looked around the room, his gaze lingering on a photo frame. It had been there when you arrived. A picture of a much younger Aunt Sylvie holding a baby. Must have been you. Fum! You are behind. Are you talking about the huffing and stomping up the stairs? Is that why fum? This place is weirdly empty. You think? It's packed with all kinds of stuff in here. Sometimes I wonder where my aunt got it all. No, I mean, Sylvie has a big personality. She kind of filled any space she was in. I'm trying my best over here. I guess it's alright with you here too. Hey, I'll take second best to her. She's amazing. Anyway, what were we talking about? You dropping out of college? Wait. Florian blinked a few times as if his eyes were trying to stay open. Guys, he's gonna fall asleep and he's gonna lay his head on my lap. Are you feeling okay? Stop asking me that. I'm fine. He gently rubbed his temples and shook his head. Just a headache. It's no big deal. Anyway, college. I just had some health shit and I left, but... Look, I won't sugarcoat it, and I'm not asking for your pity. My dad ran off after my little sister was born, and my mom struggled to raise both of us. I quit high school to have a couple of part-time jobs to help her. Oh, Florian. I'm sorry. You do what you have to do to survive. It's fine. But my mom, she secretly saved up to send me to college for years without telling me. Then she just sent me off. She wanted the best for you. Yeah, but why should that best not include them? But fine, whatever. I went and I couldn't face them when I dropped out. They think I'm still in the city living my life, getting my degree, and I can't bring myself to tell them otherwise. So, wait. They live in Willowmist but have no clue you're here too? Florian, why? They would probably love to see you. I can't face them. She gave up everything for me, and I just let her down completely. What am I meant to say? Hey, Mom, turns out I'm a fuck-up who can't even make it through a semester of college. Surprise! She'd be happy just seeing you and knowing you're safe. That's what parents do, especially if it's health-related. I can't. Not like this. Florian's head sank down into his hands, his shoulders trembling. I'm not who I was when I left. I can't. I'm not her perfect little son anymore. Without thinking, he leaned forward and pulled Florian into a hug. He stiffened, his breath catching, and his hands hovered over your back. What are you? I'm sorry, Florian. Really. Slowly, though. His arms wrapped around you and he squeezed you tight. It's not like it's your fault. There's no reason to be sorry. I just want to go home and feel like things are normal again. Can't you? I truly, honestly believe that your mom would just be happy to see you. It's not just that. I don't deserve it anymore. I can't trust myself around her or my sister. Trust yourself? For coming, guys. It's been a nice stream. I'm gonna go cry in my bed now. Guys, he's so sad. He's so sad. I feel so much for him. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, man. Oh, man. Trust yourself? Even you should be keeping your distance. God, you're so fucking naive. I'll just mess things up for you two. Everything I touch just falls apart. I don't think that's true. I'm right here and I haven't fallen apart yet. The store hasn't fallen down around us. You're not destroying anything. Yet. I didn't want to share any of this shit, you know that? That's embarrassing. There's no shame in feeling emotions. Isn't that just proof we're human? He's a vampire. He's not human. For sure. For sure, for sure. He's got vampiric qualities. I'm not so sure that he's a vampire anymore. I know that it's difficult for you, and I can't just magically make it better, but if you need someone to talk to or anything else, you can rely on me. Dramatic pouring storm for the dialogue. ちょっと待ってください。ちょっと待ってください。Oops, I'm sorry if that made a loud noise. I hit my mic. I know that it's difficult for you, and you can't just magically make it better. But if you need someone to talk to or anything else, you can rely on me. You're too nice, you know. You're gonna end up getting taken advantage of. By who? You? I don't think you have the energy to take advantage of anyone, even if you wanted to. Ugh, thanks, I guess. Florian pulled back and wiped his eyes with his sleeve. Seriously, though, don't say anything about this. To anyone. Our secret. I'm pretty good at keeping secrets, you know? Hardly. You've known me for less than 24 hours, and you've already broadcast— Hold up! I thought Florian was gonna speak next, and I started with the Florian voice instead of the Barnabas voice. Hold up. Okay. Hardly. You've known me for less than 24 hours, and you've already broadcast my existence to the entirety of this quaint little establishment. At this rate, I expect you'll be handing out pamphlets by week's end. Truly, your discretion is legendary. What the— There he is, my favorite tugging book in the whole world. Not a lot of competition there, but don't let that hurt your feelings. And to be fair, I haven't told everyone yet. Only Florian. Oh, Florian. Ooh, my cup. Florian, meet Barnabas. Barnabas, Florian. It literally talks. Did you think I was making it up? No, but I didn't expect... My reputation precedes me as always. Hello, Florian. It is a pleasure to meet a friend of my esteemed master, or some such drivel. Barnabas isn't very nice if you hadn't noticed. No shit. You'll have to excuse me as I was rudely interrupted in the middle of my rest. Your rest? What does a bug have to be so tired about anyway? Plenty of things, you impudent creature. The effort it takes to communicate with my new master, for example, is truly a Herculean task. At that, Barnabas floated across the room and plop, landed on the desk. It just flies. God, I'm too tired for this shit. Now I'll embarrass myself in front of 2 people. Great. Fortunately for you, I have the displeasure of being in service only to my pitiful master, and as such have no one to share your shame with. Just ignore him. I'll put him in the drawer if he keeps it up. The audacity! Fine, silence me, but mark my words, you will soon regret it. This must be a lot for you, too. Just a little bit. I like to think I'm pretty good at running with things, but sometimes, I'll be honest, I don't even really know where to start. But I've got all the time in the world to work it out anyway. Aren't you going home in 3 months? Okay, I've got 3 months to work it out. Thanks, Florian. Sorry, but I wasn't trying to make it worse. I'm just kidding. Really, I'm having fun. I'll be fine. I wish I had a drop of your optimism. Change fucking sucks. Yeah, but sometimes it can be really great too. I've only been here a week and it feels like I've made a whole bunch of friends. It's really, really great. Yeah, well, you're easy to like. Am I now? For some people. Not me. You don't like me at all? Aww. I'm gonna say it. Damn, I've already planned out our wedding and everything. What? Our 3 kids, Alexis, Jasmine, and Michael, a white picket fence, and a dog named Bobo, and you just throw it all away. Throw it all away? It doesn't exist. You're delusional. That's a no to my proposal. No. So it's a yes? No, I mean it's... God, you're so frustrating. I love you too. Don't say stuff like that. And seriously, Bobo? What kind of name is that? I'm not naming my kid Michael. I'm not gonna turn into the Aftons, okay? No Aftons in here. What do you suggest then? Oh. Toaster. Toaster? It's a good name for a dog. It's not better than Bobo. I disagree. At Florian's more than serious tone, you couldn't help but grin. Fine. Toaster it will be. Hey, that's not... I feel like I've just been scammed into a marriage. You have. This is all legally binding. God, please tell me you're joking. I am, but I do like you, Florian, as much as you try to be unlikable. I'm not saying we need to be best friends, but I do hope that we can get along. Yeah, fine. I wouldn't mind being friends with you, and you're not terrible to work with. We're getting somewhere now. Hey, what's your sister like? I can imagine you as a super doting older brother now that I think about it. I mean, yeah, I guess I was. Super bossy and a pain in the ass, but, well, she's my sister. How old is she? 10. Probably 11 now, actually. You have any photos? You scooted a little closer to Florian on the couch. Yeah, I think so. Florian reached into his pocket and took out his phone, flipping through his photo album. He's so cute. You couldn't help but lean in to see what was on his screen. Oh, he's so cute. You could see pictures of a little girl, a mother, or a woman who must have been his mother. And Florian himself, though a few years younger. It was hard to not notice how much brighter Florian looked. He lacked his signature eye bags, and he had a wide smile on his face. It was the kind of smile you'd never seen from him. That's her. You two look so similar. You could be twins. Sure, if I wasn't 13 years older than her. Mom had me young. She's adorable, Florian. Your mom looks really nice, too. In response, you pulled out your own phone, scrolling through until you found a picture of you standing next to your mom, back when you moved into your first apartment, which was also the apartment you just moved out of. This is my mom, a few years ago. Wow, your genes went strong, huh? Yep, my aunt and her look pretty similar, don't you think? This was back when I moved out of home. I lived in this little apartment right in the middle of the city. Sounds noisy. Yeah, I didn't sleep a lot. You let out a soft laugh before locking your phone and placing it back down on the table. That apartment was so weird. Did you know that the elevator fell like a dozen times? There was an earthquake localized to just the building, and a crane rammed in the first floor, all in a single year? Seriously? Yeah, but not a single person got hurt. Swear to God, someone in that building upset the Grim Reaper or something. Wait! That's a reference to A Date with Death, is it not? Wait, is this in the same world? Oh! Chat. Oh my god, that's so cool! Oh wow! For the first time since you met him, Florian smiled, his hand coming up to his mouth as he tried to muffle a laugh. Maybe you're cursed or something. Everything else going on, that wouldn't surprise me in the least. Got a nice smile, you know? Florian blinked, and his cheeks slowly turned red. What? I said you have a pretty nice smile. That's all. I don't really mean anything by that. It's just nice to see. You come out with the most random things. You're meant to just think that kind of shit. Don't say it. He leaned back, smacking his head gently a few times on the back of the sofa. Even if you dropped a piano on us, I agree. Ugh, my headache is killing me. I've got painkillers in the bathroom cabinet if you want. They don't really help, but fuck it, I'll try. You hopped off the couch and headed to the bathroom. Your aunt had left an assortment of pills and medicines in the cupboard, but you didn't have a clue what most of them were for. You scooped out the painkillers and popped back out. Florian was still in the same spot, but his eyes were shut tight and his chest gently rose and fell with each breath. Don't tell me another imbecile is moving into my quarters! Shh, be quiet, he's sleeping. These aren't your quarters. I'm letting you stay here with me because I'm nice. Shh, Barnabas, they say. You're interrupting the poor tired man's beauty sleep, they cry. Well, fine, I'll just be silent then if that is what you desire. Carefully, you draped a knitted blanket over Florian's legs and settled in next to him, watching his sleeping face. He looked peaceful, much more peaceful than when he was awake. God, you really were exhausted. You ought to take better care of yourself, you know that? Well, you'll probably hate me for it, but I'll let you rest for a bit, okay? Maybe I'll close my eyes for a bit too. Just a little bit. It'll be okay, right? Night, Florian. With a yawn, you drifted off to sleep as well. Oh my goodness! You woke up to the sound of someone shifting beside you, amongst the otherwise gentle hum of night. Lazily, you opened your eyes, expecting to see Florian on his feet, embarrassed about falling asleep beside you, but instead noticed a shadowed figure hovering above you, leaning towards you. Thank you for coming to the stream. It was a good one. We had a good hour and a half run. 30 minutes of tech issues and stuff at the beginning. I hope you guys have... I hope... Good night, BGM. Oh yeah. Ah! Oh, we gotta freak! Cuphead, you're awake! Oh no!
He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful.
Have I ever mentioned how much I love his eye bags and his beauty marks? You blinked, trying to wake up your sluggish mind, and finally realized it was Florian. Wait! Is he? He was close to you, and his eyes were half-lidded, his expression distant and unfocused. One hand was down beside you, and the other braced against the couch to the side of your head. A sudden chill ran through your body, despite the warmth still lingering in the air. Florian? No response came from Florian. Oh yeah, he is! Oh yeah, he is! He remained completely still, staring at you. No, not at you, but at your neck. His head dipped lower. The faintest brush of his nose against your skin sent a jolt through your nerves, and suddenly, the sluggish fog in your mind cleared as his mouth was inches from your neck, his breath hot against your skin. Your eyes went to his face, and then you noticed something. A flash of something pointed and sharp between his parted lips. You're just now noticing that he has fangs? Sprout, how long does it take you? How long? Thanks. Your body tensed. Your heart hammered in your chest, and his breath hitched like you could hear it. Florian. No response. It was almost as if— There's emergency blood downstairs! Just go get it, please! I'm stressed. It was almost as if he wasn't truly himself. His posture was wrong, like he was acting on an instinct alone. And in the dark, with a glint of moonlight reflecting off his eyes, his gaze looked almost empty. You felt the faintest graze of his teeth against your skin, a breath's distance from sinking in now. A shiver ran down your spine, but you managed to keep a lid on the panic threatening to break through. You lifted a hand and reached out, cupping Florian's cheek. The movement caused his eyes to open wider, and his lips paused. Slowly, and ever so gently, you brushed your thumb across his cheek, expecting warmth radiating from his skin, but instead finding him as cold as a corpse. Your hand shook slightly, and your breath was ragged and shallow. Florian, are you there? At the sound of his name, he blinked a few times, and then looked down. When he saw where he was, he recoiled as if burned, falling off the sofa and landing heavily on the floor. His breathing was erratic, and his hands were shaking, but he couldn't bring himself to look up. Shit, I didn't mean to. Florian, it's okay, calm down. You pushed yourself off the couch and crouched next to Florian. Don't come near me! Florian, seriously, it's fine, it's all okay, just take a breath. I tried to put a hand on his shoulder, but he backed up, his face twisted in a pained grimace. Just don't come near me, fuck, I can't believe I'm a fucking idiot. I should be here around people. Fuck. You didn't hurt me. But I wanted to so badly. But you didn't. You inched forward until you were next to Florian again. He turned his face away from you, but didn't protest. His breath was coming fast and ragged like he couldn't quite catch it. Don't say it. I'm not a vampire. You could see Florian's body trembling, even in the dark. I knew since the second I saw this man. I have to go. Is that what all this sickness has been about? You're hungry? I can't do this. Not again. I can't do this to anyone. As quickly as he could manage, Florian pushed himself up and ran for the door. Florian! He was fast. Faster than he should have been, especially given how weak and shaky he had looked. In moments, you heard this door downstairs slam shut. You jumped to your feet and rushed downstairs, knowing full well that Florian was long gone, but wanting to try anyway. Oh, we're gonna take a moment to use this. I want to max my luck. Damn it. Are you looking for Florian? Oh, Winnie. You turned to see her sitting on the counter, transparent legs hanging over the edge. Yeah, I was hoping he'd still be here, I guess. Fair enough. off really quick. He looked upset about something. It's complicated, but I think I might have hurt his feelings. You don't happen to know where he lives or his number, do you? No, Florian doesn't really share that kind of stuff. Not the time. We're not even gonna find him anyways. We know he lives 10 minutes away, but that's all we know. Right. I'll have to talk to him tomorrow then. Your eyes went up to the clock. It was only 7:30 p.m. You hadn't slept for more than an hour or two. It felt like much longer. Your stomach growled and you remembered that you hadn't eaten dinner yet. That you were pretty much out of food. I'll have to head out and find a grocery store, so I guess I'll just keep an eye out for Florian. Not that I'll likely find him at a grocery store if he's really a vampire. You turned towards the door before stopping in your tracks. Is everything alright? Winnie's legs stopped kicking back and forth and she stared towards the ground, biting her lip. She fiddled with her sleeves and kept her eyes away from yours. You asked me about going out for dinner with you, right? Yeah, that's right. I'd love for you to come. And I forgot to ask Florian. Well, I want to go. That's great. Oh, I will be right back. I think we might be getting cardboard helm for a little bit.
You're not alone with Winnie. You have Cardboard Helm here for you. There's a reason that he's there. I'm back. I returned from war. The war. No. It was a one-time thing. He's not helping. Ugh, Tusk. I'll have to have a stern talking to him. I pay him to be Cardboard Helm, you know that? It's very bad. Okay. But I'm really scared. Scared? I haven't ever tried to leave the building. Wait, not even once? No, I'm scared that if I try, I'll just disappear. Oh. Winnie's shoulders drooped and she sighed. It's dumb, I know it is, but I've been here for as long as I remember, and I don't know if I still exist outside this building. What if the only reason I've lasted this long is because I've stayed here? What if I really am dead, and if I leave, I'll pass on? Winnie's eyes went back down to her feet, and she swung them back and forth slowly. Hey, it's alright. Winnie, seriously, it's okay. It sounds scary. If you would rather stay here, we can do something else, just the two of us. But I want to go. I want to spend time with everyone and laugh and have fun. I don't care if I can't eat or anything, but I don't want to be alone anymore. But I'm too scared. I'm always too scared. You approached the counter and reached out, placing a hand over hers. It didn't feel like anything. You couldn't truly touch her, but that was there. If you want to do it, then do it. Be brave. I'll be right there beside you. You won't have to do it alone. Winnie hesitated for a moment, then pulled her hand back and floated down from the counter. Okay, you're right. I want to go. Thanks. You're the best. Did you want to try coming out with me now? No! I mean, thanks, but I think I need to build myself up for tomorrow. Alright then, it's a date. If you change your mind, just tell me, okay? Okay! At that, you double-checked to enter your key before heading out into the growling? Why is the night growling? Growing night. The air was crisp and cold as you stepped out the front door, and the wind rustled the trees that lined the street. There didn't seem to be anyone else wandering about, but then, you supposed most people would be sitting down for dinner or tucked into a bed for an early night's rest by now. Bundling your clothes closer to your body, you started on your way to the main square. The town square was a little more lively than the store, but not by much. It seemed as if a good portion of the shops were closed or closing for the night, and only a few people wandered the streets. It was a far cry from the bustling crowds and bright lights of the city. The streets were clean and quiet, and the houses were well maintained without any signs of graffiti or broken windows. You could get used to this kind of life. You eyed the various stores around the area. A bookshop, a coffee shop, a hardware store, a pharmacy. Then you saw it, nestled at the corner of the street, a grocery store. The same one Lucille had pointed out to you when you'd gone out for dinner together the other night. The light inside was on, and a small open sign hung in the window. Please don't tell me that Florian's family runs the grocery store. You walked towards it, keeping an eye out for Florian, but to no success. The inside was what you'd expect of a grocery store, though much smaller in scale than the big stores back home. The aisles were narrow and the shelves were crammed, but it seemed like they had pretty much anything you'd need. The lone cashier nodded to you as you passed. No self-checkout here, which didn't surprise you. You won't take over today, computer overlords. You grabbed a basket and began picking out some basics. Milk, eggs, butter, that sort of thing. Oh! Why is here? Twice in one day? I think that's what they call fate. You turned, hearing an unfamiliar voice behind you, to see Eden leaning against his shopping cart, red hair tousled. Unless, of course, you just couldn't stay away and decided to search me out. In which case, I'm even happier. I also want Eden's fit. Eden grinned, and it was a little infectious. Actually, the allure of a full stomach pulled me here. Fate it is then. So, what are you making for dinner? I'm tossing up between a sandwich or a cup of noodles. Oh, you shouldn't break out the fine china just for me. I'm gonna be mean to him. And who said you were invited? Awfully presumptuous of you, don't you think? If I'm good at anything, it's making myself welcome.
He winked towards you, the grin still plastered to his face. It was hard to not smile back, honestly. I suppose I'll just have to survive all on my own tonight. It's such a cruel world. You glanced onto his shopping cart, but were surprised to not see any food. You instead noticed an assortment of cleaning products, gloves, string, and duct tape. Suddenly, my dinner looks like a 5-star restaurant compared to yours. Is he Not hungry for duct tape is crazy. Is he cooking up a murder? Is he cooking up a murder, guys? Is he cooking up a murder? Hello? Maybe as a treat after dinner. You both laughed and it was like a weight lifted from your chest. The events of earlier that night melted away, if only for this moment. No, I'm still worried about Florian. I don't want to see Eden right now. Oh. I do a lot of DIY stuff, so I'm stocking up. Really? That doesn't look like woodworking supplies to me. You do look like someone who knows a lot about woodworking. Oh yeah, plenty. I made a chair out of popsicle sticks once. Well, I'm sold. I'll hang up my saw and move out of town tomorrow. Alright, but if you ever come back, you'll see houses made out of popsicle sticks. Fair warning. Eden smirked and pushed his cart to the side, letting another customer through. Care to join me, or would you rather stay here in the condiments aisle forever? DIY Criminal Minds episode, that's funny. I can think of worse aisles to be stuck in, but I think I'll join you. Two of you started to walk through the aisle, and Eden took your basket and placed it in his cart. Wouldn't want your arms getting tired. So, mysterious shopkeeper, I'm incredibly curious about you. Oh, really? You're the talk of the town, after all. Things must be really slow right now if I'm the talk of the town. You know how small towns are. They'll find anything to gossip about. He picked up a bottle of olive oil and dropped it into the cart. And yet, despite being the most interesting thing that's happened here in months, no one knows much about you. Most people assume that Sylvie didn't have any relatives. He glanced over at you. As far as I'm aware, she's never left Willowmist either. What could pull her away so suddenly and drop you in her place? You say please, I might be honest with you. Pretty please? I have no clue. Really, I'm not trying to be evasive, but honestly, I don't know. I have no clue why she decided to leave. She wrote me a letter and asked me to come. Oops. And here I am. She had already left when I had arrived. So a mystery then. Even more interesting. That doesn't say much about you. Want to tell me a bit about yourself? Depends on what you want to know. If it's the numbers on my credit card, probably not. Where you grew up, for example. What were your parents like? What's your favorite color? Eden grinned and shrugged his shoulders. Take your pick. Whatever you're willing to share. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit that 10 for sure. I'm not gonna... You want me to condense all of my interesting experiences in history down to a few sentences? I'd take an essay if you had one. I don't, but it's never too late to start. In the meantime, I grew up in the city with my mom and didn't know my dad. Sees all the way through school, and my favorite color is green. Your turn. Well, actually, I do have an essay prepared, so... He reached into his overshirt as if he had something hidden there, but came up with nothing. Damn, I must have left it at home. I'm sure you can give me the synopsis at least. I've made a few recent amendments you might enjoy. For example, did you know that I've discovered quite recently that my favorite color is orange? And I bet when you meet someone with blue eyes, your favorite color is blue. Do I really seem that shallow? I think Lucille doesn't dislike people for no reason. Eden glanced around as if to check no one was watching. Don't tell me you brought your guard dog with you grocery shopping. Maybe I did. She'll jump out when you least expect it. I promise I'll be on my very best behavior then. Bruh. Eden added a few more things to his cart, mostly small things and nothing that could be considered a meal alone. A single potato, flour but no other baking ingredients, a box of gelatin. Amidst the chatting, you found food for dinner too. Instant noodles, oh yeah. Not like your credit card has anything on it. Instant noodles it was. You oohed and ahed over the flavor, but decided on the original. It was the original for a reason. The two of you continued circling the store until you found everything you came for. Dinner for the night, some fresh fruit, and a few essentials like soap and toothpaste. It wasn't much, but it would do. Eden, however, kept your basket hostage in his cart as he continued onwards, in no sort of rush. So, have you always been a carpenter? Oh no. I tried my hand at a lot of things, actually. A jack of all trades, master of none, that kind of thing. More recently, I was a bartender, but it wasn't for me. And before that, a cook, a painter, a photographer, and a waiter, too. Is any of that actually true? At least half of it. Probably. Maybe. Really, though, I didn't come out into the world expecting to be a carpenter. It just sort of happened. It was a niche? It was a niche that needed filling in Willowmist. The last carpenter disappeared under mysterious circumstances that had nothing to do with me. Are you sure? It really does seem like your cart has, the makings of a murder. Why do I doubt everything you say to me? Maybe you're a good judge of character. He handed a couple more things to the cart and then began pushing it down another aisle, one you'd already been down twice already. What made you pick carpentry, though? It's a pretty specific skill. Like I said, I'm pretty good with my hands. He looked down to his hands, but he was still wearing the same gloves from that morning. There's something satisfying about making something real with your own hands. You start with just an idea, a few scraps of wood, and suddenly, there it is. Something solid. Something that exists because you willed it to. You wouldn't know what a good judge would look like. The court judge. Yeah. The judge when he gets, charged for first-degree murder. I think that's what I like about it. You take something raw, shape it into what it's supposed to be. Simple, straightforward. A piece of wood doesn't argue with you about what it should be. It's oddly deep coming from you. What can I say? I'm an oddly deep man. I'm sure he'll get to know that about me soon enough. He added a few more items to the cart before continuing onwards again. You followed, more amused than anything else. I'm starting to wonder if you're leading me in circles, Eden. You can't blame a man for wanting good company. So it was on purpose. Of course, I wouldn't miss the chance to spend more time with you. But I suppose now the game is up. Shall we? He motioned towards the counter where the cashier was still idling away. Grabbing your basket out of his cart, he checked out first and headed outside. He became a Rugio for a second. Huh? It had gotten much cooler again while you've been inside. Just me that heard it? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't... How would Rugio? I'm not confident in imitating Rugio at all. I can do Keyfree, not Rugio. It's a very difficult accent. If it were Keyfree, it would be like, of course, I wouldn't miss the chance to spend more time with you. But I suppose now the game is up. Shall we? Or something like that. I think it's too charming. Not deep enough. Maybe I just can't go deep. I've been talking too much. It had gotten much cooler again while you'd been inside. The breeze rustled the leaves overhead, and a few stray leaves spiraled down from branches and landed in your hair. You reached up and shook them loose. Eden followed close behind, carrying several bags. Thanks for waiting. What, did you think I'd ditch you and run off? Maybe. I don't think I've got a good read on you yet, Wilhelm. You're interesting. I was considering it, but then I imagined you standing all alone in the cold with big, sad puppy dog eyes. Couldn't do it. Big, sad puppy dog eyes, huh? That's the kind of man I am in your mind. I don't mind playing that part. Well, I was gonna say a lost child at the supermarket, but I thought you might take offense. He flashed you a playful grin before glancing across the road. The street lamps cast a soft glow over the little park nearby. The swings swayed gently in the breeze, creaking faintly under their own weight. Now, since you were kind enough to not abandon me, allow me to return the favor. Oh, what kind of favor is that? You're not gonna grab my shopping and keep me hostage again, are you? He nodded towards the empty swings, then tilted his head at you expectantly. I happen to note that the swings over there have the best view of the stars in town. Trust me. His grin widened. Or not, if you don't want to. I can't bear being nice to him. Sure, why not? I don't have anywhere else to be tonight. Yes, I do! Florian. Florian. I'm gonna put it... Take out the murder tools. Take out the murder tools. Take out the murder tools. I miss Florian. I would have wanted to decline. I wanted to. I wanted to. Okay. I chose the most neglectful response there. And yet I have to be here. I don't want his event. I want to see Florian. Eden, somehow with an armful of bags and groceries, linked his free arm with yours and led the way over to the swings. They were, as he said, not too far away and completely deserted. Murder! A few small lamps cast the area in a pale yellow glow, and a couple of benches were positioned beneath the trees, their surface covered in leaves. You could see the moon above the treetops. There was something cozy about the place. Secluded and peaceful, but not lonely. Just a small hidden space in the middle of the town. A perfect spot for a midnight rendezvous. Or just a place to chat, which was what you were actually doing. Eden set his groceries down on a bench, then walked over to the swings, taking one of the two. You took the other, and he gently swung back and forth. What do you think of Willowmist so far? What I've seen has been beautiful. Kind people, great food, and the night is clear and cool. Great door streaming! It's a lot quieter than back home. I could get used to this. You're staying for 3 months. That's a decently long time, but also no time at all. Yeah, 3 months, and then it's back home again. Holy sounded profile indeed. He's the most model-looking one. He sounded a little disappointed about that. I don't know if I am or not, really. Things have just been a whirlwind ever since I arrived, and now it's already been a whole week. I'll blink, and then it'll be time to leave. Eden chuckled and held a little tighter to the swing's chain, still looking up at the stars. And why leave? Well, my mom is still back home. Even 3 months without seeing her is a long time. Don't you ever miss your parents all the way out here? Sure I would, if I knew them. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be. Really, family is a little meaningless to me. So, not raised by grandparents either? I had a more communal living experience. But forget that. I'm far more interested in you. Why not bring your mom here too? Oops. She and my aunt don't have the best relationship. Not that I know why. I wish I could have gotten her here. She'd have loved it. You let out a small sigh and pushed the swing a little harder, trying to get a little more height. Shame. Knowing you and Sylvie, I bet she's incredible. You want to hit on my mom now, too? I swear everyone in this town is after my family. It's crazy. That's insane. Why would I do that when you're right here? I can just tell you already like it here. Would have been nice if she could see it through your eyes, don't you think? Yeah, maybe then I'd have some idea why she and my aunt don't get along. I always thought family feuds were supposed to be dramatic, but I don't even know what started it. You've never asked her? I have, a bunch of times, but every time she changes the subject or tells me to drop it, so eventually I did. Maybe you should ask your aunt. She might not have the same hang-ups. I'd love to if I knew how to contact her. No address or anything. I have literally no clue where she went. Ever the mysterious woman. Anyway, 3 months is a long time to be away from home. No friends you're leaving behind. A job, a lover, maybe. I had a job, but it wasn't anything special. Just a casual position flipping burgers. But they never gave me enough hours, so there's no loss there. Fast food restaurant store seems a little too mundane for someone like you anyway. What do you mean? Nothing in particular. You just seem to have a spark to you, like magic. I think Willowmist suits you. You barely know me. And yet, I'm always right about these things. He leaned back on the swing, his hands gripping the chains loosely as he tilted his head towards you. His smile easy, but his gaze sharp. You have to admit, this town feels like it fits, doesn't it? It's been a week, and it's nice, but I don't know if I go that far. Not yet, maybe. There was something in his tone, playful, but with an edge of certainty. Like he knew something you didn't. You're making it sound like I was meant to be here. Maybe you were. I'm telling you, he got introduced later because he knows something. He knows something. He said it so easily, like it was a fact. Like he had no doubt about it at all. Don't tell me you think this is fate. Fate? No. I believe in Inevitability. He turned his attention back to the sky, the soft glow of the streetlights casting shadows across his sharp features. People end up where they're supposed to one way or another, and you, well, I think you belong here more than you realize. Everyone's destined for everyone's designed for something, aren't they? Were you? Eden's expression didn't falter, but something shifted, just barely. Of course, I'm not exempt for the laws of the universe as far as I'm aware. And what is it you were designed for? That's an awfully direct question, don't you think? But if I said I was designed to sit here and make conversation with a beautiful stranger under the stars, I'd say you're dodging the question. Maybe I was made to find things out, to put puzzles together, to make sense of things. It's a weird way of saying you were meant to be a carpenter. Is it? Eden smiled and reached his hand out. Before you could react, he'd plucked a single leaf from your hair and held it up. He twirled the leaf between his fingers, watching it for a moment before tucking it behind your ear with a soft, deliberate touch. There. Perfect. You think so? Not sure a leaf is the best accessory. You make it work just fine. He leaned back slightly, resting his arm against the swing's chain as he regarded you, a slow, knowing smile on his lips. It's strange, isn't it? Some people spend their whole lives searching for a place to belong, and others, they just fit somewhere, like they've been here all along. Are you talking about me or you? You. You're like a missing piece finally clicking into place. The quiet between you stretched on for a moment before Eden laughed and pushed himself off the swing. But enough about that. You should get some sleep before I convince you to stay out all night. You say that like it's a bad thing. I just hate to be responsible for you sleepwalking through your store tomorrow, and I wouldn't want you to miss our date. Not a date if everyone's going. I'll just have to work extra hard to make sure you only look at me. It is a bad thing. Oh, can he leave? Can he get exploded? He scooped up his grocery bags with an easy motion, shifting them over his shoulder. Shooting you a playful glance, he took a few slow steps backward, his silhouette cutting sharp against the lamplight. Don't miss me too much, all right? I think I'll survive, Eden. Good night. Night, Wilhelm. Eden grinned, turning on his heel and sauntering. What the hell is squantering? Sauntering off into the night, leaving only the faint echo of his footsteps on the quiet street. You exhaled, leaning back on the swing, watching the sky stretch vast and endless above you. The town was still, the only movement the occasional rustling of the trees in the night breeze. Some people spend their whole lives searching for a place to belong. With a shake of your head, you pushed yourself up from the swing, then collected your groceries from the bench. Why do I get the feeling this is the last day and we don't get day 7? This feels like such an ending, you know? You began to trace back the path home that was quickly becoming as familiar to you as the back of your hand. Fucking all fancy for you, Eden, I agree. It wasn't long before you were back in the town square that was now completely deserted. The streets were empty, save for a cat darting into an alley, and the only sound was the creak of a distant wind chime as it swayed softly. It's kind of a nice feeling, walking at night. I never realized that. Glance upwards towards the sky. The moon shone bright and clear, illuminating the night and surrounding houses. There wasn't a cloud in sight. A beautiful night, all for yourself. Or almost all for yourself. A flash of something caught your eye, the form of a tall, lanky figure sitting on a rooftop overlooking the square. You watched for a moment, little more than a shadow, before disappearing out of sight. You quickened your steps back to the store. Oh, I don't think that was Florian. I don't think that was Florian. Tall, lanky figure. I do not think that was Florian. You'd hoped to see Florian when you arrived back at the store, but he was still nowhere in sight. I wish I had his number or something. Approaching the counter, you searched for any kind of employee information your aunt might have left, but found nothing. No trace of Florian. No trace of where Florian or Lucille lived or a way to contact them. However, sitting on top of the counter, you found a sealed letter with Wilhelm written on it. Setting down your groceries for a moment, you settled down on a stool, then quickly opened the wax seal to see your aunt's graceful handwriting. To my dearest Sprout, I hope this letter finds you well and that Willowmist is starting to feel a little less like a place you've arrived at, and a little more like a place you could belong. I've no doubt you've been charming the town left and right, whether you're meant to or not. By now, you might be noticing that things here aren't always as they seem. Strange little happenings, peculiar folk with peculiar habits. You're sharp, my dear. You always have been. I won't insult you by pretending you haven't begun to put some pieces together. I wish I could have been the one to tell you everything myself, but well, your mother never would have approved. She wanted you far away from all of this, and though she had her reasons, I always thought you should be able to decide for yourself. The store, our store, isn't just about antiques. It's about people. It's about community. It's about giving a little help to those who need it, just enough to let them find their own way forward. Some of them have come a long way to get here. Some of them have nowhere else to go, but they all need something, and if you listen closely, you'll know exactly how to help them. I hope by now you've scrambled, lol. I'll scramble that book into scrambled eggs. Scrambled page. Or rather, I hope he's found you. He's a stubborn thing. Don't take it personally if he's been less than welcoming. He was built to be particular about his company, after all. But if you listen, really listen, he has more wisdom tucked away in those pages than most people do in a lifetime. I know I left a lot on your shoulders, and I know it isn't fair, but I also know you can do this, my little sprout. If anyone can, it's you. I have full belief in you. Scrumpled. Take care of the store, take care of its people, take care of yourself, and please tell me you haven't tried to sell the bird vase. I told you it was cursed. With all my love, Sylvie. P.S. Tell Quinn I'm doing well and that I think of him often. He always did know how to make me laugh. I do hope the two of you have become acquainted. With a smile, you refolded the letter and tucked it away. All right, Aunt Sylvie. I'll do my best. Still not telling me where you went, huh? Retrieving your groceries, you headed back upstairs to unpack. Your room was much like you left it. The window was still open, your bed was still unmade, and a cushion from the couch was still discarded on the floor from your wake-up call with Florian. Hi, rabbits. I think we're almost done. I don't think we're gonna get day 7. It seems very ending type of day. You missed a lot. I love Florian. We got confirmation that he's a vampire. If you watch the VOD, watch the Aunt Never Left Have. I think the lanky man is the one who dropped off the letter, and I think the lanky man was doing something for Auntie. But I don't know what Auntie's part of. No, you definitely said left have. You definitely said left have, Potato. 100%. You can't correct this mistake now. It's too late, Potato, it's too late. Scrambled egg page. Scrambled Barnabas. A small amount of guilt settled into your... Oh, wait, I don't think I finished the previous one, even. Your room was much like you left it. The window was still open, your bed was still unmade, and a cushion from the couch was still discarded on the floor from your wake-up call with Florian. A small amount of guilt settled into your stomach as you put away your groceries and made a late dinner. It wasn't much, but it was food. If it isn't my illustrious master returned from whatever nocturnal nonsense has stolen his attention this time. Barnabas fluttered into view with a dramatic puff of air as though he had been holding his breath in indignation. I do hope your day's endeavors have been worth abandoning your faithful servant for hours on end. I imagine whatever inane nonsense kept you away was terribly important. Perhaps a riveting chat with one of your incredibly mundane customers. But are you saying you actually wanted my company? I thought you wanted to be alone. Of course, master. I love to be ignored, neglected, and left stowing in stagnation while you frolic about with fanged employees and amateur spellwork. It brings me immeasurable joy to gather dust alone in your tiny, cramped abode. Something tells me you're being sarcastic right now. You don't say! But a master of deduction. How will I ever escape the clutches of your incredible intellect? I did ask if you wanted to come with me, you know. Whereas, Lucille, it is nighttime. We might not be getting any more. It might be over. Perhaps no more Lucille with me. Potato really likes Lucille and Florian, and I'm supposed to be the greedy one.
I've decided that I like Florian and Emmett the most, but mostly Florian. Emmett's he's a side hoe, you know? Which I did not. So what is it you want exactly then? Not to be alone, but also not to spend any time with me? Precisely. Your wisdom knows no bounds, Master. Though to be candid for a moment, I much prefer your company over the lurking menace you insist on calling an employee. Honestly, a vampire, Master. Did you already know? I could hardly call myself a grimoire if I did not know the scent of a vampire. I didn't think being a book had anything to do with smelling people, but all right. Right, I forgot that your brain lags behind sometimes, Master. Let me spell it out to you quite simply. Magic is in the air, the threads of reality, and the auras people leave behind, and vampires. They reek of old blood and death and regret. They're more than simple to pick out. But by all means, continue trusting him. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong when employing an emotionally fraught bloodsucker with impulse controls and a sad backstory. That's exactly what I want, Barnabas. Not on my Florian. You shut your little mouth. You shut that cover of yours, and I'm gonna put you in the drawer, and you're not coming back out, Barnabas. He's not really employed by me. He's employed by my aunt, and either way, Aunt Sylvie trusts him, and this store is a place for people who have nowhere else to belong. I would never just throw him out. Barnabas let out a long, drawn-out sigh as though his entire world had grown tiresome. Oh, very well, then. Continue ignoring my sage advice and do as you please. After all, it is your funeral, not mine. Yeah. But also, Florian is not the criminal Eden is. Like, he turned his attentions towards your half-eaten dinner and snorted derisively. A meal fit for a king, I see. A truly inspired use of your time and resources, Master. You know, you're pretty judgy for a stack of paper. That's probably why you don't have any friends. You know, his freaking shopping cart, yeah, with criminal items. You continued eating, waiting for Barnabas's almost guaranteed response. A stack of... The gall of you, the gall! I do not need nor desire friends. I live to serve and not frolic around and have fun, like some. Serve? By ex-love? I see. Oh yeah? Then why do you get so huffy every time I leave you alone? Barnabas fluttered indignantly. His page is puffing outwards in an offended ripple. Cause, Master, leaving me unattended in this drafty little hovel is a waste of rare and precious genius. Not because I am lonely, heavens forbid. I simply find it offensive to be shelved when I am a once-in-a-millennium arcane artifact. Totally not lonely. I am above loneliness. Loneliness is for sentimental beings with soft hearts. I am made of enchanted ink and intellect. Besides, I had plenty of company today. Lady Seraphina of House Moonridge accused Countess Belladonna of enchanting her husband with a love hex again, and the fallout was positively catastrophic. Wine-flung curses shouted, a hat caught fire. Utterly riveting. Now, I could be going crazy, but I'm pretty sure those are characters from a television show. I forgot that we left the TV on for Barnabas. That's really funny. I forgot about that. The real sorceress is of Silverkeep, in fact. It does not surprise me that you know so little about it, but it is a fascinating documentary. Documentary. And you enjoyed watching this documentary? It was a purely academic viewing, Master. A study of interpersonal dynamics among magically inclined nobility. It's research. Did you spend all day watching it? I may have absorbed 8 episodes, but only because Countess Belladonna's familiar betrayed her, and I had to see how that arc resolved. For scientific integrity, obviously. Right, scientific integrity. Honestly, if they simply enchanted their contract bindings properly, none of this would happen. Amateur hour, truly. Also, Seraphina's illusion magic is atrocious. Her whole tower is a lie, and no one is talking about it. You do know that's all fictional, right? This book is driving me actually insane. I don't know if it's because of the voice that I've given it, and I gave it this voice last night too, but like, my goodness. Obviously, Master, but some elements ring true. Magic, after all, is based purely in reality. There have been countless Lady Seraphinas and countless Belladonnas throughout history. Barnabas loves trash TV. Anyone like me in there?
Why, yes, there happens to be a talking toad that advises the Countess. I believe that character is called Toadsworth. You share many qualities. Careful there, Barney. Compliment me too much and I might accidentally fall for you. You would not be the first human to do so. Trust me, nor the last. Well, ladies' man over here. Finishing your food, you cleaned up and then glanced over towards Barnabas, who was still watching you. It's late tonight, but maybe tomorrow we could do some more practicing. I am always prepared to further your knowledge and skill, Master. Though perhaps you could begin by tidying up this horrendous mess you call a room. Honestly, a pigsty, truly. That feels a little unfair. This is all my aunt's stuff, not mine. It's not like I chose to have a room full of clutter. You have lived in it for a week and have not even bothered to put away your own dirty dishes, Master. I would not deign to call that a good defense. With a groan, you conceded and began to put the room in order. You also didn't have the energy for it, but you also didn't have the energy to argue with a book. Oh, by the way, is my whole magic shtick meant to be a secret? Do I seem as if I have the answer to every question, Master? You seem like you like to think that, yes. Well, I am pleased with you accepting the truth. But to answer your question, yes. In general, revealing one's magical capabilities to the mundane masses is frowned upon, especially when one is a fledgling spellcaster who lacks any kind of control. You're far more likely to set your sleeves on fire than impress anyone. Hey, I'm already getting down that spell you taught me, as did every toddler taught it in the past. I'm on the level of a toddler? Just below, actually, but don't be discouraged, Master. Toddlers are remarkably clever these days. That's crazy. This book... who designed this book? Personality-wise, I need to know. You know, a bit of encouragement wouldn't kill you. No, but it might kill you, and I've grown strangely fond of not being shoved into a forgotten drawer again, so consider my criticism a public service. One day it might even save your life. One day I'm gonna be so good at magic that you're gonna eat those words. That day comes, Master. I shall serve them with tea, jam, and a commemorative plate, but until then, try not to burn down the house. I wonder how flammable you are. Excuse me? Did you just threaten to ignite me? Me, the illustrious Barnabas the Magnificent? I'll have you know I am warded against flame, though clearly not against rude commentary from reckless amateurs. Honestly, how flammable are you? Have you no shame, no decorum, no decency? You're so easy to wind up, Barney. Yes, well, enjoy your jest at my expense, Master. It's good to have a hobby when one lacks talent. I'm sure you know all about that. Going back to the don't tell anyone unless you burst into flames, yada yada. Is it okay if I trust someone? That is your decision, Master. There have been many famous spellcasters who were quite open about their craft, and others who were inherently secretive. Some were revered as visionaries, others are burnt at the stake. It's been a bit of a mixed bag, really. Trust is a valuable source, best spent in small increments and monitored closely. So you're saying I should trust but be careful? No, I'm saying you should trust me and be wary of everyone else. But since I know you won't listen, yes, be careful. At least try to be. Magic may be your inheritance, Master, but secrecy is your shield. You don't yet know what kind of eyes might be watching, or what they want. You're being uncharacteristically serious right now. It doesn't sound like it. Not with the voice that I've given Barnabas. Yes, well, even I am allowed moments of grim sincerity. Now if you're done probing the depths of philosophical trust, please turn on the next episode of The Real Sorcerers of Silverkeep. I need to see if Lady Seraphina finally hexes that two-faced necromancer or just throws another goblet. Yeah, here you go. You lifted up the remote and turned on the television, and the screen lit up with images and a loud voiceover. Barnabas fell silent, and you took the opportunity to settle into bed. With a yawn, you glanced towards the open window and the moon, hanging high and bright above the treetops. Tired as you were, sleep did not come easily. Thoughts raced through your mind, and the events of the day felt more vivid than ever. Still, after some tossing and turning, you fell into a deep sleep, accompanied by the occasional gasp from Barnabas in the background. It's raining! Do we actually get to play today? No way! Oh yeah, Florian. Florian, where are you? And I'm so sorry. Yeah. I really do hope he shows up. I really do. You woke to the soft pitter-patter of rain against the window pane, gentle as a lullaby still echoing in the quiet hush of morning. Bleary eyes, you saw the world outside of your window was tinged in gray, the colors muted. The rain fell in steady sheets, and the air in your room felt cooler, calmer, like the storm had swept away yesterday. Florian, oh Florian, wherefore art thou, Florian? Yeah. He's being emo. I do hope he's alright, seriously. Why are we not more worried? Wrapped in the warmth of your blankets, you let yourself sink a little deeper into the mattress, lulled by the rhythm of rain and the soft creak of the old building. You would not believe it, master. It's just preposterous. Lady Seraphina has betrayed Countess Belladonna for a third time. And this time there were public hexes thrown about as if they were common insults. You peeked out of the covers towards the TV and found Barnabas still on the couch where you left him last night. Light filtered through the rain-speckled window, and the room still held that quiet of early morning. But of course, these could not survive Barnabas. And don't even get me started on Lord Thistlewick. He's faked his own banishment, master. Banishment? Who does that? Barney, did you even sleep? I'm a sentient grimoire. The fact that I must explain this to you so often, however, does not surprise me, as I believe your brain never fully developed. I transcend such trivial mortal needs like sleep or hunger, but if I were capable of exhaustion, I would say I am running solely on indignation and disbelief. You watched that show all night? Naturally. I could not possibly pause while Countess Belladonna was teetering on the brink of scandal-fused exile. Fueled. I have two options. Lay in bed and listen to my book talk about an unpopular TV show, or get up and get to work. Not really a choice, is it? You rose from bread. I rose from bread. Oh yeah. You rose from bed, stretching a little as you did. A glance at your phone told you it was nearly 8 a.m. The sun had risen, even if the sky remained cloudy and gray. You dressed and got together a simple breakfast before heading downstairs. You came down the staircase expecting to see Lucille. Same as every morning, standing guard near the door, but she was nowhere in sight. Instead, you noticed Winnie sitting at the front desk. Finally! Were you waiting for me? Not really waiting, exactly. I was just getting lonely. Florian is usually here overnight, but after he ran off yesterday, he hasn't come back. I'm sorry, Winnie. You know I'm just upstairs, right? You can always come hang out if you're feeling lonely. I guess. I just don't want to make you get hurt again. What? Are you still thinking about the glass thing? Don't worry about that. It was a silly accident. Maybe we could have a sleepover sometime. I'm sure Barney would love that. Who? Oh, Wilhelm, do you have a secret boyfriend hidden upstairs? Wouldn't that be exciting? Alas, no. He's, a stray I picked up. A cat? That's even better than a boyfriend. No. What the hell? We're friends, right? Yeah, of course. The bestest friends ever. He's a book. Book? He's called Barnabas. He talks and everything. He's got a bit of an attitude problem, though. Winnie stared at you blankly. Like a diary? Spell book. Whoa, like magic and stuff? Apparently there's some things my aunt didn't tell me about her and myself. Typical, huh? You're a witch? Something like that. Only you and Florian know, though, so don't go telling people. My lips are sealed. This is so exciting. Can you turn me into a frog? Oh, actually, when Florian comes back, turn him into a frog. I don't think he'd appreciate that. As long as we turn him back after, he can't complain, right? Come on, it's just a little prank. Unfortunately, I've only learned the spell for turning someone into a frog, not the one that turns them back. Oh, maybe it's a good thing you don't have the other one. We could get into way too much trouble. Winnie giggled. We? Well, of course. You and I can be those partners in crime. Just like on those detective shows. The police would never figure it out. I know the real criminal here, and his name is Eden. Winnie. No. We can't be criminals. It cannot be. Not at all. I don't know. A string of frog transformations just after I moved to town sounds awfully suspicious. We'll need a cover, obviously. Maybe we could pin it on someone else. I can't really turn anyone into a frog, you know? Not yet, at least. No, my plans. Barney's a tough teacher. So far, all I can do is be slightly better at looking for things. That doesn't sound like a superpower. It's not, but if there's a pen under the couch, I'll be able to find it. Okay, that's pretty cool, I'll admit it. With a grin, he walked over towards the counter and leaned on it, then looked up towards Winnie. Oh, it's your big day. Are you excited? What do you mean? Don't tell me I've forgotten something important. Did you forget that you're supposed to be leaving the house? You forgot? You're the guest of honor tonight. Oh, right, dinner. Bingo. How are you feeling about it? Honestly, I'm still scared that I'll just disappear. I didn't think you were scared of anything, you know? You're always so bright and positive. Oh, what are we checking? I don't stream to brim caps. I don't stream to brim caps. I do not stream to brim caps. How dare you? That doesn't look like an accident to me. That definitely does not look like an accident to me. I guess it's just a character flaw of mine. There's nothing wrong with being scared. Doing things scared is even more impressive. I'll be right there next to you. And he gave a small, relieved smile. Thanks, you know. I think I would have forgotten completely without you reminding me. I was trying to put it out of my mind all night, or I would have gone crazy alone. But I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine, and even if it isn't, I guess it's okay. I'm glad I'm here in this world. I wouldn't have been able to meet you otherwise. I'm not that great, am I? The store's been so fun ever since you got here. Everything is brighter. He smiled. I'm not sure it's me, Winnie. If anyone brightens up this place, it's you. The sound of thunder in the distance roused you from your conversation, and as the clock struck 9, the rain grew heavier. I wonder where Lucille is. What do you mean? It's Sunday. The store's closed today. It is, isn't it? I'm such an idiot. The sheepish laugh. You rubbed the back of your neck, a little embarrassed. I could have slept in somewhere then. Well, it's probably good not to spend all day lazing around in bed. That does sound pretty great, though. You know, I can't remember what it was like to sleep. When he leaned forward on the counter, resting her chin in her hand. To be honest, I can't remember what most things the world looks like or what food tastes like. It's so weird, but also normal. I don't know. What kind of stuff do you remember? The sound of floorboard creaking. The sound of floorboards creaking, the sunset, and that song. But there are a lot of other things I can't remember. My birthday, for one? Isn't that lame? I can't even celebrate. Well, why not today? Huh? It's the 7th of November today. If you don't know when your birthday is, why not choose one for yourself? But, isn't a birthday special? Any day can be special, even a random day in November. We're already going out for dinner tonight. Why not make it a party? Winnie blinked and gave a big, beaming smile. Oops. I hit my mic. You do that? For me? You're acting like it's some huge inconvenience. Of course I would. Thank you. Really. Thank you. Hopefully the rain clears up though, or we'll be having it here instead, and I need to find some way to contact Florian. He left yesterday before I could ask him to come. It wouldn't be a proper birthday party without our resident Crump, would it? Resident Crump? No, it wouldn't. We gotta invite him. Except, I don't have his number or know where he lives. Do you know if he has any friends around town we could ask? I don't think Florian has many friends. At least none I've ever heard him talk about. He likes to keep his private life pretty private. Well, I have a few errands to run today, so maybe I'll have some luck finding, I don't know, his address or number somewhere. You'd think my aunt would have those. Oh my goodness. The rain outside pounded the roof in a constant, steady rhythm. It was a calming sound, even if it was making leaving this house a little less than ideal. Since it's your birthday and everything, how about we keep each other company too? I'd love to. Let's get to it then. Oh, well, I still can't pay the bills. It would have been nice if I sold something, but everything was too expensive. And I think it was Emmett. Emmett didn't want to buy anything. You're leaning over the staircase as handrail when two things happen. First, a collection of dust and grime that hadn't been touched in at least 10 years fell out from the crevices between the wood and landed on your head. Secondly, the bell at the door chimed, announcing the arrival of someone into the shop. Dr. Marigold? 1 second! You hopped down from the staircase and ran over, quickly running a hand through your hair. Emmett was standing there, staring at you. Hi, Emmett. Fancy seeing you here. You've got... He reached out almost absent-mindedly, rubbing his thumb against your cheek. You stopped, suddenly seeming to realize what he was doing, and stepped back. We stared at each other. There was... dust. I'm sorry, I can't help but get a little dirty sometimes. When cleaning. He cleared his throat and nodded, resuming his usual expression. So, what can I help my favorite accountant with? The bakery nearby accidentally gave me an extra pastry. I have no need for the second one, so I thought I'd drop it off for you. No point in letting it go to waste, after all. He reached into his bag and pulled out a small box, which he left on the counter. What are the chances that he got a second one? On purpose. Oh, for me? How nice of you. And here I thought you didn't care about me at all. Don't worry, I'll invoice Miss Marigold herself for this business lunch. That was all. Good day. At that, he left the shop. Wait, Emmett! And he's gone. Strictly business, huh? With a smile, you ate the pastry and used the extra energy to clean a little more. Our cleanliness gained a bonus boost. Oh yeah. You began searching through your aunt's collection. Not to be mistaken for a bracelet made out of golden plates. Oh damn! Oh damn! That's worth a lot. The sun was beginning to crest over the horizon when the rain ceased and the sun peeked out from behind the clouds, painting the streets and buildings in a wash of color outside the store. After a busy day around the closed store with Winnie, you were unsurprised to not find any way to contact Florian. With a sigh, you began to think. Quinn might know, or maybe Emmett? Who can I ask? At that moment, the chimes by the door sounded and the door opened timidly. Sorry, the store's closed to... Standing in the doorway was a familiar short man with dark hair, wearing... How short is he? Wearing a slightly oversized jacket and headphones around his neck. He looked towards you almost sheepishly. Can we talk? I'd say we already are. He rubbed at the back of his neck, not meeting your eyes. Yeah, I guess so. I'm, sorry for running away. He glanced towards you, but quickly away again. And sorry for what I tried to hurt you, so... God, this fucking sucks. Apology accepted, but on one condition. Can you tell me what's going on with you? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Where's, Winnie? She's upstairs still. I'm guessing she doesn't know. No, no one knows, except Sylvie. I had to tell someone. Look, this is new to me. I'm a vampire, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's not like I chose this, and I hate blood. Smell, the taste, it's disgusting. I try to avoid it, but sometimes I'm not in control. I get so hungry, but all my old favorite foods just don't work anymore. So I try to keep to myself and keep people away from me. All this tiredness has been hunger then. Yeah. But you've eaten now, right? You don't look as bad. I guess so. Well, there we go. No harm done. You say that, but you're not a danger to me. I believe that. You're just going through some stuff. Florian was silent for a moment before a weak laugh escaped him. God, you're a fucking moron. Why aren't you scared? Because I like you, Florian. I don't think you'd really hurt me. You're an idiot. Oh, I'm well aware. It won't happen again. I won't let myself get into a situation where it could, so just try to keep your distance. Please. I'm not letting you know. I'm not gonna abandon you just because you're scared of yourself. You can ask me to be careful, but don't ask me to pretend I don't care about you. I don't deserve that. Too bad. You've got it anyway. Why? Why the fuck are you so nice to me? Why not? You're a good person, Florian. I'm so upset whenever I finish this demo. I'm actually so upset. I don't want to finish it. I really don't. I don't want to finish it. Oh, I don't want to finish it. Oh, free me now. Free me now. Why am I sideways? I look bent as all hell. Give me 1 second. You don't see me tweaking. Your faces. I love him so much. Florian stared at you blankly, a confused, almost pained expression on his face, as if the very concept was foreign to him. With a deep breath, he looked away from you, then back. Just don't expect anything from me, alright? I don't want to drag you into my bullshit. Then don't, but I'm gonna stick around either way. Now, I've got a question for you. How does one go about inviting a vampire to a birthday party? What? I meant to ask you yesterday, but things got a little hectic. Eden invited us all out for... I'm just not realizing we're going out for dinner with 2 people who can't eat. God, am I just that insensitive or what? You're inviting me out? Yeah, of course. I'd love for you to be there, but if you don't want to... I'll go. If it's fine. It's more than fine. It wouldn't have been the same without you. Where does the birthday thing come into it? Oh, we decided it's Winnie's birthday today. Is it her birthday today? Likely not, but today is good as a day as any for someone who doesn't remember their birthday. There was another knock at the door, and it slowly opened once again as Lucille walked in, though you almost didn't recognize her. Wait, she's dressed casually? For the first time since meeting her, she lacked her characteristic armor and instead wore a much simpler blouse and trousers. Good afternoon, Sir Florian and Wilhelm. How do you fare on this fine day? How is it fine? It's been pissing it with rain, down with rain all day. And now the sun has risen and the rain has departed. It is a blessing indeed. Nice to see you, Lucille. I have to screenshot her. Sent that to rabbits. Oh my me, indeed. But the day's even better now that you're here. Lucille paused mid-step, as if the words had taken by surprise. Then slowly her posture softened. You speak with such ease, yet your words land with great weight upon the heart. I thank you. I shall endeavor to be worthy of such sentiment. She gave a short bow, more a reflex than a necessity, but her cheeks were faintly flushed. You're gonna give her a heart attack if you keep talking like that. Did I stop? Nay, let your words fall where they may, Wilhelm. I find them uplifting. If I bring even a fraction of such joy to you as you bring to me, then I am satisfied. Whoa, everyone's here! Not quite everyone. Emma and Eden haven't turned up yet. When he hurried down the stairs and her eyes immediately lit up at the sight of Florian. 6-7, 6-7, we're on 7 right now. Florian! What? You came back! Yeah, I kind of work here. I'm so proud of you. Boo, you know that's not what I meant. I mean, after you ran off last night. You fled? During your shift? Sir Florian! It's my fault, actually, but we worked it out. It wasn't... Yep, all worked out. I am relieved to hear that. It is good for us to all take an outing like this. Bonding with colleagues is a vital part of the work experience. You nodded sagely. Totally. Do I work here? If you count getting in the way of work, then sure. Hey, that's not nice. Don't make me make Wilhelm turn you into a frog. Into a... what? I am afraid I must admit ignorance on this topic as well. I mean... Who can't turn someone into a frog? Lucille raised an eyebrow and Florian stared flatly at her, then at you. Anyway, Eden and Emmett still haven't arrived, huh? I wouldn't be surprised if Emmett just doesn't turn up. He's never wanted to get to know us before. Why would that change now? You shouldn't think such things, Sir Florian. He will surely arrive soon. However, if Sir Eden were to find himself lost in a ditch somewhere, then I would not be surprised, nor would I be upset. Ooh, I forgot you didn't like him. It is not a simple dislike. There is something uncanny about him. She paused, considering her words carefully. The world has an energy, a presence. Some people are bright and vibrant, like you, Wilhelm, and others have an energy that is quiet, more subtle. But when I look at Sir Eden, it is as if he has no aura at all. Maybe you just don't like him. It's not illegal or anything. I would like to think I'm not so petty, but... Oh yeah. He's a shifty guy, that's for sure. I don't know if he's necessarily evil or uncanny or whatever, but he's definitely a shameless flirt. Maybe that's why you don't like him. He's kind of the opposite of all of your knightly ideals. He does lack honor and virtue, yes, but I think those traits alone are not enough to account for the sense of wrongness about him. Still, I will endeavor not to act out of petty dislike. That would be unbecoming of a knight. The chimes by the door rang once again, and when the door opened, you were surprised to see two silhouettes. One taller, standing frigidly, and another that stood with a confident swagger. Honey, I'm home. I told you not to say that when we got here. And I told you I don't listen. Now who's ready for a night on the town? It's dinner, not a pub crawl. Emma, Eden, I'm surprised to see you two arrive together. We happened to bump into each other. Fate can have such a heavy hand. You were loitering about outside my house all afternoon. I would hardly call that fate, even if such a thing were to exist. Fate works in mysterious ways, my friend. As I said, it is hardly so mysterious, that fate. God save me. I'm really thankful for their dynamic. It really is enjoyable. Maybe you two need to get a room. Unfortunately, he constantly turns me down. Feel free to submit a formal request and I'll file it under delusional nonsense. Stone cold, Emmett. Stone cold. Good evening, Sir Emmett, Sir Eden. It was a good evening, yes. And I'm sure it will be still. I don't think I've ever seen the store so full of life. Too much life, if you ask me. Poor Florian, he's being a sourpuss. A what? A sourpuss. Come on, it's my birthday. Cheer up. Get out of my town. Your birthday? Well, no one told me that. Actually, we decided just this morning. I'm very curious of you. This makes me think you don't know when your birthday really is, perhaps. Well, it might be today. It's a 1 in 365 chance. I don't know about you, but I like those odds. Honestly, I think it's a great idea. We should all get birthday cake whenever we want. That sounds fiscally irresponsible. Cake is never fiscally irresponsible, Emmett. I bet you have a secret sweet tooth hiding under that suit somewhere. Sweet tooth or not, sugar should only be consumed in moderation. So you do like cake? Of course he does. This big guy is a huge softie deep down. I've seen the key ring in your pocket. It holds keys, Eden. And it's also an orange cat wearing a bow tie. It was a gift. Aw, I want to see it. That is hardly necessary. Come on, Emmett, it's her birthday. It is quite literally not her birthday. You wouldn't want to disappoint the birthday girl, would you? Fine. He reached into his pocket and pulled out his keys. Attached to them was a tiny crocheted kitten, indeed wearing a bow tie. Oh my god, that is so cute! It looks like Wilhelm. What? It does not. It definitely does. Look at all that fluffy orange hair. A coincidence, then. That's all. Whatever helps you sleep at night, big guy. I have been doing this for months. It is hardly related to a person I have met in the last week. But it does look like him. Truthfully, it is a remarkable resemblance. Fascinating observation. Now, are we going out for this not birthday, or did I come all this way for nothing? We're going. Come on, I got us a reservation at the best place in town. Would that happen to be the Silver Oak? I'm not surprised to see someone with such good taste already knows about Willowmist's best kept secret. What part of it is a secret? It's like the only restaurant in town open past 6 p.m. Eden here is prone to hyperbole. You should not put stock into anything he says. And shall we make our way there, if we are not to be late? Yeah, let's go! The group began to file towards the door, and you held it open for everyone to leave ahead of you until only one other person remained. How are you feeling? Would you believe me if I said good? Said the truth, though. When he looked up at you and then smiled, the same bright smile as always. I guess I'm a little scared, but I'm excited too. It feels like I've never stood under that big open sky before, even if I'm sure I have. Thanks, Ilham. For what? For coming to this town. Well, I should be the one thanking you for giving me such a warm welcome. No way! I should be thanking you! If I remember correctly, I think I gave you kind of the opposite of a warm welcome. Let's agree to thank each other then. Deal? Deal. Now, come on. Everyone's waiting. You held open the door and stepped outside first. Wait. So she's okay? Outside the shop, the street was quiet. There was no traffic and the storefronts across the street were dark and lifeless. Aww. Winnie stepped out after you, slowly at first, her movements guided by hesitation and fear, but that quickly gave way to something brighter and bolder. As she left the doorway, she let out a gasp, her eyes fixed upon the stars above. They're beautiful. There was something in her gaze. Awe, longing, or something else, but her expression was so filled with light that you couldn't help but smile. The others watched on, a mix of curiosity and knowing across their faces. Florian looked up himself. The look in his eyes was much more subdued. You are a brave soul, Lady Winona. It takes courage to face one's fears. This is your first time leaving the store, is it not? Yeah, I guess it is. I can't think of a worse hell than being trapped in a musty old store. No wonder you didn't die of boredom. Nothing could be boring with Winnie around. Yeah, well, you got me there. You walked over to Winnie, then offered her your arm. Ready for an adventure? Yes, I am. Winnie took a breath and looped her arm through yours, or at least tried to. Though neither of you could touch the other, it was a strangely comforting gesture all the same. A one-block house. That's not a house, Gizmo. That's literally not a house. That's literally not a house. Slowly, the group set off, heading up the sidewalk. As he went, Winnie kept glancing around, taking everything in with wide eyes. You couldn't blame her. There were a lot of new experiences waiting, after all. 2 blocks is not a house either. It's so strange. I've been looking out the window every day, but nothing has ever felt as big as the world looks right now. Gentle wind blew through the street, ruffling clothes and sending leaves skittering across the pavement. You couldn't help but notice the way Winnie's hair and clothes stayed totally still. There was no movement to her, except her footsteps, and she made no noise either. A compost block and a trap door. What are you, an ant? Gizmo? My dearest friends, it is truly good to see you. Hi, Quinn, how are you? 1,000,000 times better now that I see you here, and you've brought quite the crew with you. We're having something of a birthday cross welcoming party tonight. How very wonderful. My friends, I will give you the finest service this humble restaurant has to offer. Thank you, Sir Quinn. We appreciate the hospitality. Gizmo and 2027 predictions. Lucille, you're looking positively radiant tonight, my dear. Did you do something with your hair? Lucille cracked a smile at that, a little sheepish, but her eyes seemed to sparkle in the low light. Perhaps it is the lack of warmth that makes me look different. I find it is more comfortable than expected. Well, either way, it is a pleasure to have you once again. Please allow me to see you to a table. The group followed Quinn further into the open-air dining area, which was beginning to fill up with customers at this time of night. It was fortunate that Eden had thought ahead and reserved a table. Your group of 6 sat down, and Quinn left you menus and took drink orders. Did we get a CG? Me too. They're so pretty. Why is Winnie staring at me? They're both staring at me. Technically, she could be seen as staring at the two of them, but like... Oh my goodness. I gotta screenshot this though. This is so beautiful. Just save it, you know? There we are. I didn't know you were so familiar with the owner, Wilhelm. Holy side profile from Florian. Holy side profile from... Oh my god. We got all sorts of profiles going on here. What can I say? I have a way with people. That much is obvious. You have all of us wrapped around your pretty little fingers. Speak for yourself. Some of us are just trying to do our jobs. Perhaps that is something you should consider, Eden. Are you trying to tell me that your relationship is entirely business? Are we so far from Lucille? Because it's my playthrough, and that means I get to be right next to Florian. Although I wouldn't mind being in the middle. But I'm across from Emmett, and I'm right next to Florian. That's my two Pookums, okay? I'm winning here. I'm winning! Entirely. That's how an employment contract works, yes. He didn't let her laugh at that, shaking his head. You play so hard to get. Emmett pushed up his glasses, crossed his arms, and looked away from the table. I'm not playing anything. I am simply doing my job. If you were only doing your job, you wouldn't be sitting there right now. I am simply... Look, do you two need a moment, or should I start handing out earplugs? Jesus. Shut up, Florian. This is like seeing a TV drama in real life. No, he's right. We shouldn't try to have all the spotlight. Not when we have the birthday girl and Wilhelm right here. Whose name is Ado Exuta? That's a very good question. I have no idea. I would not know. Gotta reset my model. Where is it? Okay. You know, it dawns on me that some of us know each other better than others. Perhaps we should get a bit of ice-breaking done. What exactly? Oh, I know. I saw this game in a magazine. 2 truths, 1 lie. Eden's eyes lit up. Now you're speaking my language. That sounds stupid. I am in agreement. This is a game for children. On the contrary, perhaps such a game would allow us to get better acquainted, though I am unfamiliar on how it is played. It's simple. You just have to state 3 things, 2 of which are the truth and 1 that is a lie. Usually everyone else has to guess which is which, but I think it would be more fun to leave people wondering. What do you say? Lucille made eye contact with Ian across the table, and a silent, unspoken challenge passed between them. I agree. This sounds quite interesting indeed. I'm looking forward to getting to know you further, Sir Eden. Careful, beautiful people who know how to swing a sword are my weakness. the dot dot dot. I think Lucille only likes girls. I'm not gonna lie. I'll pump him. The vibes, you know? I'll go first. Do I really have to play? As it is Lady Winona's birthday, and she wishes it, you must. Fine, whatever. Winnie beamed. Okay, alright. 1, I'm a really good singer. 2, sometimes I randomly spell disinfectant when there isn't any. And 3, I love the ocean. What a spread of options. Now all of us will be guessing all night. It was just stupid. You should not judge while you have not spoken your truths and lies, Sir Florian. Fine, but this is so dumb. Florian crossed his arms and leaned back, looking away. 1, I used to be a vegetarian. 2, I'm an only child. 3, someone tried killing me once. That's 2 truths. That's the lie. He's a vegetarian. No. Oh, I mean, he's an only child. That's the lie, and I know it. Oh my god. You vegetarian. I wonder how he got vampired. There. Oh, you're all happy? I know I am. Well, kinda. As long as someone didn't really try to kill you. Who knows? He just shrugged at that. Because we are learning more about you by the moment, Sir Florian. Great, that's just what I want. Allow me to go next. I have prepared 2 truths and a lie, and I trust you will not easily be able to decipher the falsehood among them. Firstly, I was knighted before my 18th birthday. Secondly, the last time I saw my homeland, it was burning. Lastly, I held the crown of a fallen king for 3 days until his people could bury him. You deliver all 3 with such confidence that I suspect they're all technically true, and the lie is in the semantics. You do not seem like the kind of person to lie otherwise. Now you're getting into it. Emmett pushed his glasses up again, then tapped his fingers against the table thoughtfully. I suspect you were knighted on your 18th birthday. I think you probably did hold someone's crown, but it was for more than 3 days. Ooh, or Lucy was still there after Homeland stopped burning. Look what you've done. We're not even supposed to be guessing. You're quite good at the game, Lucille. Thank you, Sir Eden. Just Eden is fine, you know. Aren't we friends? Sir Eden. I suppose I'll go next, if only to get it over and done with. The pink in my hair's natural. I grew up a town over from Willowmist. I've never had a cavity. Does that suffice? This is more than I've got out of you all week. I told you I have no interest in personal relationships. That one's definitely the lie. It wasn't a part of the game. But it is a lie. I have a sneaking suspicion you might actually like us. Some of us, at least. Not you, at the very least. What about Wilhelm? I find Wilhelm tolerable, in a business sense. Easier to deal with than Miss Marigold, that's for certain. Tolerable? There, Wilhelm, that's pretty much a marriage proposal coming from him. I am already regretting coming. There is no need to have regrets, Sir Emmett. It is in the company of comrades that even the most hardened hearts soften. You're not helping, Lucille. On the contrary, I believe I am offering him a valuable opportunity for introspection. Translation, you are stuck with us, Emmett. I think I need a... Is Quinn here? Drink? Then rejoice, my friends, for your wish is my command. Emmett can't drink. Emmett can't drink. How are we gonna go about this? Quinn set down drinks all around the table, a wide smile on his face before pulling out a small notepad and taking your orders. You watched as everyone ordered, minus Winnie, before it stopped at Florian. Not really. Go on, Florian. It's my treat. Actually, we were planning to share something, weren't we? Were we? Yeah, remember? Quinn, could we get the pasta for two? Fantastic taste. I would expect nothing less from my wondrous Sylvie's relative. Ah, she adored my pasta. How I miss her. You'd be evil, I swear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She'll be back soon enough. I'm sure she misses you too. Quinn smiled a little wistfully. Your words warm my heart. But come, we should not waste a moment. To the kitchen. Quinn left once more and the chatter slowly resumed. Eden and Emmett started bickering about something or another when Lucille stood and began showing off some stances and sword swings to Winnie. Florian, however, lightly pulled on your sleeve. Hey, thanks for that. I mean, I appreciate it, I guess. You'll just have to pass me pasta under the table now. Probably should have picked something you eat with your hands. I could just start filling your pockets with it. Pocket pasta is the best kind. God, you're stupid. But thanks. Wilhelm! Yes, Winnie? You haven't had your turn yet. Well, if I remember correctly, neither has Eden. Then I suppose I should have a turn. We'll have to save the best for last, Let's see. I had a lovely childhood. I was born in the most beautiful garden in the world that you'd ever find on any map. And I've read over 10,000 books. Though I couldn't tell you what any of them were called. 10,000 books and no titles to note, but it's most peculiar. Doesn't an average person read like 700 books in their lifetime? I haven't read any. You don't count. Maybe they were boring books? Even boring books have titles. Forgetting every single one is statistically impressive, I suppose. I've always loved being statistically impressive. And what kind of garden are we talking about? Tulips? Oh, are you a man-eating tulip person? I could be. What do you think? I don't know. You're so mysterious. I guess I'll have to leave you all wondering then. I'm far more interested in what our new friend here has to share. Ooh, little old me? Don't play coy. You've been dodging the spotlight all evening. Maybe I just enjoy listening to all of you. If I had to play the stupid game, so do you. Of us all, you are the one shrouded in the deepest mystery. Am I? I think I've been pretty open with you all. Perhaps too open. Alright, let's see. Pick a truth! I used to write letters to the moon as a kid. I never did get a response. That would explain a lot about you, actually. Well, I think that's adorable. I bet the moon read every single one and just didn't know how to write back. That's what my mom used to say, too. Or just, I guess I'm gonna die. No, he was blushing! He was blushing, okay? He finds it cute. I saw someone talking to a bird at other window once at my old apartment. I was hanging out on my balcony and I looked down and bam, bird holding flowers. Sunflowers? Sunflowers! It's Casper! It's Casper! It's Casper! It's Casper! I knew it was gonna be sunflowers! My cheeks hurt. Sunflowers. 今まりのように咲いて手を置いて笑ってただまっすぐなあなたの家になりたい I love Sunflowers. I love Casper. I love A Date with Death. I love this game. I love 2.5 Studios so much, dude. So much, dude. You see how Florian responded immediately? A bird. It looked like a crow or something. It had all of these flowers. You know, you're meant to make the lies convincing, yes? This one is actually the truth. My neighbor even took the flowers. Uh-huh. Florian knows. Florian? What if the person who tried to kill him was a Grim Reaper? Grim Reaper turned him into a vampire to, like, escape death. That one's got engaged by accident. What? It's true. I thought it was a joke. Apparently it wasn't. Were there not vows exchanged? A dowry discussion? I ran for the hills before that happened. Changed my number, moved apartments. You know the drill. No, I don't think we do. Bon appetit! I hope you're all hungry. Quinn placed a large bowl of pasta between... God. How does the game know I love pasta? And Florian. Florian. And everyone else's dishes in front of them. The smell made your stomach growl. You were really starting to miss proper food with all the snacks and sandwiches you were living off of. Thanks, Quinn. It smells amazing. It's my pleasure, Wilhelm. Please, eat to your heart's content. Oh, I wanted to tell you my aunt sent me a letter. Ah, the apple of my eye, muse to my culinary creativity, light of my life. How is she? She's doing good, I think. She said to say she thinks of you often. She did. Quinn paused just for a second, long enough for you to catch the flicker of something soft in his expression, like the sound breaking through a cloud. Oh, goodness, He cleared his throat and quickly turned back to the table, fussing with a napkin that didn't need adjusting. Be still, my beating heart, to be thought of by such a luminous soul, what a treasure! I love Quinn so much. You must tell her the feeling is mutual. No, stronger than mutual. Mutual squared. I'd love to, but she still hasn't given me any way to contact her. But I'm sure she knows that. She remains as mysterious as ever. That is my Sylvie. I hadn't realized you two had a relationship like that. How long have you been together? Together? No, you misunderstand. Quinn chuckled a little wistfully, holding his hands over his heart. We are not lovers, my friend. We are not anything so easily named. Sylvie is the kind of woman whose presence alone is enough to change a man. I have loved her in my own way for years. And if all I am permitted is a place in her story, no matter how small, then I consider myself blessed. Oh, you wouldn't want anything more. What if she wanted more? Quinn's smile faltered just slightly, his gaze turning distant for a moment before he answered. Then it would be the greatest honor of my life. His words were quieter than usual. Then with a small laugh, he shook himself free of the mood, his usual flamboyance returning like a well-worn coat. But whether such a day comes to pass or not, I am content to cheer from the sidelines, to cook, to fuss, to write odes to her magnificence when the mood strikes me, which is often. Kind of a hopeless romantic, huh? Hopeless? Never. I remain full of hope. Overflowing with it, in fact. Now I am passing that hope on to you. Eat, drink, and enjoy your evening amongst friends. Those evenings are the finest ones. He is a real uriner. He's the biggest uriner here, somehow. Quinn bowed and left, and conversation quickly returned. Wow, I can't believe you actually just came out and asked him that. Why not? Love was a subject I'm fascinated by. I mean, I thought it was pretty well known that he's head over heels for her. News to me. Florian picked up a fork of pasta and blew on it, though didn't move it to his mouth. I mean, I think he asked her to marry him like 20 years ago. Oh. Wait, what? Seriously? This gets more juicy by the second. Sir Quinn's devotion is most admirable. To love so fiercely and ask for nothing in return. It is the kind of loyalty spoken of in old songs and battle oaths. Lucille sat straighter, hands resting in her lap as she gazed towards Quinn, who was already laughing at another table and setting down drinks. Sociopath murderer. He's evil, yes! Very evil! Incredibly evil! Oh my goodness, it's 12 o'clock. I have to do the Wordle. Would you like to do the Wordle? Or would you like to witness me doing the Wordle? Should I do it now? Or should I not interrupt the good times? I should? Okay. We shall do the Wordle indeed. Yesterday's Wordle was all kinds of whack. Play. Let's see. What shall I start with? A word that's related to Florian. Not that one. Can I do that one? I can do that one. Have a yellow. Oh, 2 greens and 1 yellow. None of these. I think I've got it. I could possibly do this in this one if I tried hard enough. Another vowel, perhaps. Double? No. Could it? No. No. Anything like this? No. 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 How is it not there? This is making it very difficult. I really... No. I'm sure that it's here. It's not even the 18th for me. Well, it just turned 12. 13 minutes ago. It has to be like this. Is that a word? Nope. No, I can't even put that in. No, I have to just figure out. So, the yellow letter I have has to be first or second. And so that means I have to figure out where that yellow one goes. And figure out the middle one and the other one. I have the last 2 locked in. Wait, it can't be like this, right? No. Nope. I have a feeling the yellow has to be first. I do not want the first letter. I want Florian.
Seems like the word is not that difficult. My two friends that already did it that live overseas seem to have gotten it pretty easily. It's definitely an easy word. Ah, I got it. Just a matter of trial and error. I got it in 3. Hurrah! That's a good one. Lucille sat straighter, hands resting in her lap as she gazed towards Quinn, who was already laughing at another table and setting down drinks. In my homeland, we are taught that devotion is not measured by its reward, but by its endurance. To love without expectation is the purest form of loyalty. We speak vows not to be returned, but to be upheld. If one's heart is true, it does not waver, even in silence. You're gonna make me cry. Lucy, the way you talk is so beautiful. You really do have a way with words. You'd make a good poet, Lucille. It's beautiful, sure, but isn't that a little tragic, too? The group looked towards Eden, who leaned back slightly, fingers loosely resting around the stem of his glass. All that loyalty, all that devotion, and what if it was never returned? What's left for someone like that? Did you not listen to a word he said? Not everything is about what you get back. Some people love in quiet ways, through actions, stability, showing up. There's value in loving someone without expecting something in return. You just don't understand it. What makes you so sure I don't? Because everything you say about love sounds like a transaction. You offer your heart and expect someone to take it. That's not connection, that's a contract. And what would you know about it, Mr. I don't need anyone? More than you, at the very least. Wow, okay, I thought we were playing party games, not starring in a courtroom drama about the ethics of love. Wilhelm is correct. We would do well not to pry into Sir Quinn and Lady Sylvie's private matters. Even the purest intentions may bruise where they mean to heal, and I would not like to see Sir Quinn hurt by our words. You're right, of course. My apologies. Still, I enjoy the conversation. Hearing everyone's views is enlightening. I didn't grow up around people with opinions that weren't handed to them, so hearing all of you speak so freely, even when we disagree, it's kind of refreshing. Though if you ever want to have a less existential discussion about love, Wilhelm, I'm always happy to offer my services as a test subject. Oh, in the name of science. Naturally. Controlled environment, one-on-one observations, lots of long blocks and meaningful glances, all the good stuff. All very official, wouldn't you say? You are incorrigible. Ugh, just shut up and eat already. Now you're all jealous of our blossoming relationship. I'm not gonna let you steal my favorite manager away from me. Yes, take care with your words, Sir Eden, for I am sworn to protect Wilhelm from anything that means harm. This is somehow the best and worst dinner I've been to. I can't help but agree. I love Florian. Emmett reached out to the glass to the left of his plate, lifting it for a quick sip. Emmett, that's not... It's alcohol. Too late. Emmett had already taken a mouthful, pausing as the taste hit him. He slowly set the glass down, blinking once. Your drink. I didn't realize we were close enough to share. I'm honored, Emmett. You switched the drinks. No one switched anything. You grabbed it yourself. Is Sir Emmett quite all right? He stared out at the glass in betrayal, then turned to you, squinting slightly. You're blurry. Maybe you should just... Wait, Emmett, are you drunk? After just one sip? I didn't realize you had such a cute side. Shut up, Eden. You talk too much, no one likes you. You're an honest drunk. Gained a new charm point in my eyes. Please stop speaking to me. And you, why are you sitting there? He looked towards you now, elbow on the table, face resting in his hand. Why am I sitting here? To eat dinner? That's what you usually do at a restaurant, I think. Why are you sitting here? Emmett nodded his head towards Eden's seat. You want to sit next to me or something? Oh man, if I could eat popcorn, I would so be eating popcorn right now. I had not known Sir Emmett held such strong opinions about seating arrangements. So what if I do? Is that a crime? Not the last time I checked.
What? You don't want to sit next to me? No. Your personality is exhausting and you flirt with everyone. I don't flirt with everyone. In fact, I think I've been decidedly unflirty tonight. You flirt with Wilhelm. Emmett, maybe it's time to... Do I? Constantly. And poorly, might I add. You seem oddly concerned about where Wilhelm's attention goes for someone who doesn't care about anyone. I never said I didn't care about anyone. I'm just selective. Selective, huh? Yes, very. I only showed up tonight because someone keeps getting dragged into nonsense and I have to keep an eye on them. Who, me? No, the other new antique store manager in town. Of course I mean you. Oh, you look a clingy cat that pretends to hate you but actually loves you and wants to sit on your keyboard while you work. That is so specific. I never pegged you for the possessive type. What do you think I'm going to do? Bite him? Knowing you, probably. You need not worry. No one is getting bitten on my watch, Sir Emmett. Oh! Well, I puts my shirt to the side, reveals my shoulders scandalously. There's a vampire right there and he's sitting next to me. I don't mind. No one's going to bite me. Not unless you say please, at least. Please keep your mouth to yourself, Sir Eden, lest you lose it. Lose my mouth? All right, I'll be good. I doubt it. Wilhelm, you should come sit next to me for your safety. It's a little hard when I'm sharing dinner with Florian, don't you think? You can share mine. That's a kind offer, but I'm really enjoying mine, and I don't think Florian could finish it all by himself. Maybe we could share next time. Protect him from Eden. I'm busy Florian maxing. My apologies, Emmett. I suppose Florian should consider himself lucky then. What did I do? Oh, he's jealous! I'm not jealous. You do sound a little jealous right now. The shopkeeper is free to eat whatever they want. Hey, Emmett, I had a question. Why do you stop by the store so much these days? He's helping me with... I know, all the boring numbers and stuff, but it's not just that, is it? It's part of my job. I'm ensuring the transition is smooth and that Wilhelm isn't unintentionally ruining the store's finances. Come on, Emmett, just admit it. You're hovering. It is not dishonorable to show concern for one's companions. Are you checking in on me? Of course I am. He cleared his throat, adjusting his glasses. You were suddenly dropped into your role with little warning in this town of all places. Muttering your adjustment is prudent. Oh, he's worried about you. That's very sweet, Emmett. Thank you. I'll have to remind you of this entire conversation tomorrow. Psst. You owe me $5, Florian. Oh, once again, what does a ghost even need $5 for? Well, go on. What bet at my expense did you make this time? I bet that Emmett had a soft spot for you. I mean, he'd never stop by so much when Sylvie was around. You picked up the last of the pasta on your fork, already full to bursting. Apparently eating a pasta for two all by yourself was difficult work, though fortunately no one else had seemed to know Florian's lack of eating, or seemed to notice. I giggle every time Florian's mentioned. I get so happy every time Florian's mentioned. I love when Florian gets mentioned. I love Florian. Did you know that? I really like Florian. When he hovered over towards Emmett, poking fun while he attempted to swat her away unsuccessfully, Eden and Lucille were engaged in a lively conversation about something or another, and for a moment you felt at peace. It was strange. You hadn't known anyone here for longer than a week, and yet here you all were, talking, laughing, having dinner together, like you'd known each other all your lives. It was a feeling you'd never felt before, not even back home. The closest you'd ever come was the nights you stayed up playing video games with friends over voice chat, and even then, there was a distance between you, and separation in place. Here, though, it was different. Even when Emmett and Eden were arguing, there was something comforting about the knowledge that they were right beside you, a mere arm's length away. Who's next? It's a good question. Am I attached to anyone else right now? Irene? Perhaps. You leaned back, fork resting against your plate. Your stomach was full, your heart a little more so. Okay, new bet. No, I keep losing bets with you. I don't want to do them anymore. Wrong answer. Okay, here it is. I bet Lucille could out-eat Florian and Emmett and Eden in a pie-eating contest if she wanted to. Is there a pie-eating contest coming up I haven't heard about? Well, no, but we could always organize one. I'll pass. That is not a wager I would wish to entertain, Lady Winona, but I am flattered by your confidence in my constitution. Lucille gave a quiet laugh and tapped at the corner of her mouth on a napkin. This evening has been most enjoyable. In my kingdom, feasts are often accompanied by political tension and hidden motives. Here, there is laughter, companionship, and lighthearted debate. I must confess, it is refreshing. I'm glad you think so. Same. I haven't had this much fun in forever. I wish every day was like this. You'd get bored of me eventually. Impossible! I could never get bored of you! It's true. You have a natural draw to you that's hard to resist. You think everyone's hard to resist. What can I say? I'm a lover. Anyway, are we done here? It's probably about time I dragged out, our favorite accountant home before he regrets the night any more than he already will. Don't worry, tonight's on me. Eden stood and tracked down Quinn, leaving the rest of the table to gather themselves and stand up as well. As you all did, Eden returned, followed by a peeving Quinn, who seemed positively ecstatic at the sight of empty plates left behind. Did you enjoy your meal, my friends? It was wonderful once again. You'll have to give me some pointers one day. I've never had cooking like yours. For you? Absolutely. You know, much of the flavor comes from growing our own produce. Why, we had a beautiful harvest of carrots just the other day. I shall drop some by for you to have sometime, yes? Oh, Quinn, you don't have to do that. It would be my pleasure. Plus, to be perfectly honest, I have far more than I need. You, my dear, would be doing me a great favor. Well, in that case, I'd love some. Thank you again. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll drop by sometimes next week if I can. Quinn smiled, eyes crinkling. Then after bidding everyone a good evening, he disappeared back inside the restaurant. My goodness, this is going on for so much longer than I thought it would. 2 days. You'd think 2 days would be less than 2 hours. Ah, we're getting there. My voice was not prepared for this. With that, it was time to head home. Your group found your way back to the road, said your goodbyes and happy birthdays, and you turned back towards the direction of the antique store before stopping in your tracks. Someone else came up beside you. Hey, did you miss me already? Hardly. Look, how many times do I have to say thank you today? I wouldn't complain about it being one more time. Are you that desperate for validation? It helps boost my ego. Thanks. Or earlier, for not just kicking me out. For the pasta. The pasta was entirely selfish of me. I was just really hungry. Can you just accept my gratitude? I'm not good at this kind of stuff. Talking, feelings, whatever. Well, for someone who's not good at this kind of stuff, you're doing a pretty fine job. This was, pretty terrible overall, but not as terrible as it could have been. That sounds like high praise coming from you. Is my company so bad? No, whatever. God, what am I trying to say? Look, I don't really do this whole people thing. Even before. But I didn't hate this. Hate being with you or with everyone else. For the first time in a long time, I felt like a normal person. Normal is nice, but I'm here for you. Whether you're feeling normal or strange or like you want to bite me. You shouldn't say that so casually. I'll get the wrong idea. There's only one idea here, Florian. What? That I wouldn't mind? You're insane. Maybe, but you're still talking to me, so what does that make you? Even worse, probably. Just what I need. Another problem. I'd say we make a pretty good match, really. Don't say things like that. Why not? Because I'll start to believe you. He didn't look at you as he said it, but his voice was quiet, genuine, like the words had slipped out before he could stop them. And I don't know what I would do with that. I'm gonna go. See you tomorrow. You better. He hesitated, just for a moment, before he turned and slipped away into the night. You were searching around in your pocket for the keys when you heard the sounds of footsteps against gravel. Who? Who are you? Whomstuff? Who are you? Working late? The keys dropped out of your hand and fell to the ground as your eyes peered through the darkness to notice someone to notice someone leaning against the wall a few feet away from you. His red hair was framed with black tips, and his eyes were dark, his expression unreadable under the night sky. Hidden behind his hair was a black tattoo, wrapping itself around his throat. My bad. Didn't mean to startle you. Place like this. Thought it'd be closed by now. Can't say I know many stores open this time of night around here. Is there something I could help you with? Maybe. Maybe not. I suppose we'll work it out together, eh? This your place? Kind of. I'm just looking after it. It belongs to my aunt, actually. Livy Marigold, right? She's pretty famous around here. That's an impressive family tree if I've ever seen one. So, what if I said... Is this like... No. I would sound too crazy. I would sound way too crazy if I said that. I can't say that. You know her then? He tilted his head, eyes narrowing slightly. In passing. It's hard not to, really. She collects attention in a town like this. I hadn't heard she was leaving town. Well, I guess she doesn't owe anyone an explanation. She'll be back soon enough anyway. No, I suppose she doesn't. It does make me curious, though. How do you wink with one eye closed? Leaving so suddenly does feel a lot like running, don't you think? Maybe she just needed a holiday. Maybe. Either way, you're not what I expected to find. What were you expecting? Hard to say, but I imagine we'll both find out soon enough. And he smiled. You couldn't tell if it was cold or warm. Well, don't let me keep you. He steps aside, gesturing towards the door. Wouldn't want to be the reason you missed curfew. As you bent down to pick up your keys, you felt his eyes on you. Not necessarily threatening, but there nonetheless. Just so you know, I happen to know someone who's very curious about you. Yeah? Should I be flattered or concerned? Maybe both. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around. Wilhelm Marigold. He turns, hands in pockets, already walking away. Hey, what's your name? Kale. Don't forget it, alright? You hurried inside and locked the door behind you. Well, I say, here I am, a humble spellbook, patiently awaiting their master for our promised training session, only to be abandoned, left to wither all day in this dusty room. I am not surprised, master. Just disappointed. Barney, listen, our lesson might need to be put on hold just a little bit longer. I bumped into someone outside. I suggest watching where you're going then, master. It takes no magical prowess, so you should be able to manage that much, I assure you. You know my name. My aunt's too. Said he was just curious, but something felt off. Did he reek of sulfur? Speak cryptic riddles. Glow ominously. I do hope he wasn't glowing, master. Strangers who glow are never up to anything good. What? No. Nothing like that. He just had red and black hair. Dressed kind of cool, I suppose. Black tattoo on his neck. He said his name was Kale. Kale, you say? Does that mean something to you? Kale. A tattoo on his neck. Stars above. Where have I heard that name before? He cleared his throat very deliberately. Well, I would never jump to conclusions without proper research. That would be terribly unprofessional of me. However, I may need to consult my appendix of suspicious persons, errant entities, and known troublemakers. It's a rather long list, you understand? How is this? That's what I said. 2 days. 2 days. And it's been almost 4 hours streaming. 3.5. Exactly. I don't understand. You've missed so much, though. There's a lot of goodies you've missed. I really do think you would like Eden. So mysterious. So scary.
He's definitely not good. Especially because Kale just like said someone was curious about you, and I'm a little bit worried that he knows. Like, I sleeper, yes. You get good rest. You deserved the sleepies. A lot of notifications. I'm also very hungry. I have realized I think I only had soup today. Did I really? Soup and chips. Soup and chips. Huh. Anyways, my stream is here for people to sleep to anyways. Cuphead said earlier he was gonna try and sleep to it because he was having the anxiety heart boom booms. That's what I'm here for. Well, thank you for that, I think. Of course. It is my pleasure, Master. I cannot fall. You should sleep. I'm a strong soldier. You should sleep. You should sleep. You should sleep. I'm talking a lot. It's like a bedtime story. You get what I mean? Of course, it is my pleasure, Master. It seems our lesson will once again be put on hold. Please do not try to suddenly combust or otherwise harm yourself in the meantime. I would hate to be placed back on a shelf waiting for the next terrible spellcaster to come my way. In fact, I'll play the game after this. I'm glad that is actually my goal here. I mean, you really should sleep, but also I think everybody should play the game because I think 2.5 Studios deserves it. Big time. I would love to be part of a team that, like, helps, you know, cheer on the game and stuff. I'll do my best to not combust. That is bare minimum effort, Master, but I suppose I'll take it. You smiled faintly and moved to replace your day clothes with your pajamas, the quiet of the apartment settling around you like a familiar quilt. Barnabas drifted lazily to your desk, muttering something about cross-referencing character flaws. 2.5 Studio. Oh yeah, 2.5 Studios is our goat. You decided it was best to leave him be. Of what you know of him, he sometimes needed time to mutter strangely to himself. He turned towards the window, your reflection soft against the darkened glass. Outside, the town of Willowmist slept. Quiet, calm, and just a little strange. And tomorrow, you'd open the shop again. Maybe learn a new spell, maybe meet someone new. But tonight, for now, you were home. And that is it. We are done. Over. 7. Day 7 is over. No more. You do want Eden. You should find some time to listen to the VOD in the background of something. It's over. Over, potato. Nyx! Not over for me. Yeah, perhaps. Do you think Vill is here? Venti? It's Viv! Auntie is here. I truly would not be surprised if it was actually Auntie. Place. Yeah, we literally had Nyx there and the name Viv. Hello. It would be even worse if we had the whole name of, like, I think her, like, pet name is Vivian Hale. Such happy music indeed. We're listening to it. Man, I really love Florian. I was supposed to put New Eve into this AU Like, I'm gonna be stuck thinking about, like, I can't even Florian Max because I can't play the rest of the game. What am I supposed to do? I shouldn't have done this demo. God damn it. I didn't expect to, like, really like someone this much. I'm gonna pull up the AO3. There's gonna be nothing. Can't eat a max. Nope, can't eat a max. He became your play, A Date with Death. No, I have Cage of Roses to play with, to play first. Yuri, which is 2.5 studios published that. We hope you enjoy the first week of the game. Please consider wishlisting the Steam the game on Steam if you haven't yet done so too. You can eat in Max in Sky. It's cuddle time. It's over. There's nowhere to look at the CGs. What was it called? I'll hear out the recommendation, but I have a lot of things already lined up. I have so many things that I need to play, dude, actually. They tell me of the choices and the tasks I have in store. Every antique has a secret. Man. Every person has a story that is waiting to Florian. This sounds like A Date with Death, though. I like that Quinn has his own theme. You remembered the name? What is it? What is the lovely name that you have remembered? It's not free anymore! Well, I can always wishlist it. You'll never— send me the name. Send me it on Discord in DMs so that I don't miss it. I'll forget about it otherwise, unless I write it down or have it somewhere. Oh boy, it's hot. We've been live for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Around 3 hours and 15 was probably the actual game, and I'm so shocked that, like, in total, if you combine 5 plus almost 4 hours, like, that's an insanely long demo, genuinely. That's like, I am really stunned. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you were able to show up for this one, Potato. Perhaps I'll leave this OST as the ending OST. I don't have much to yap about. Oh. And it's 12:43 yesterday. I believe you. Definitely. I could feel it. You were there. I could sense you in the air. I'm rhyming. On. Florian. Florian! My Tokidoki, is it? It's, yeah. That works. Oh wow. This fan art of Florian? Mitri, I'm gonna send this to you. Holy moly. Mole mole. Holy mole. You wanna share that with me too? You can find it on your own if you so wish. It's from the official 2.5 Studios Twitter. This is an old post. Alien Kanku. You are the favorite, but you're also the one that is of age for me to be sending this to you. I'm trying to see if they've retweeted any Florian art. It's mostly all a date with death stuff. You're 87, oh my. The sunflowers. Casper is so dear to me. I know that they have other characters, and I just can't believe it's all in the same world. I'm aware that they have other characters. I'm very fascinated by the, That's all I am to you, 19. You are also the one who understands me, okay? That's the truth here. You would understand why I have sent this to you, you know? It's all a date with death. Is that a figure? Oh, it's a doll! That's so cool. Oh wow. This art's really cool. Man, oh my. You found it? Are you sure it's the one? Oh, beautiful retweets that they've got going on here. I'm gonna sort by media, see what I see. Because it's all mostly gonna be a date with death too, I believe. Explicit enough. Yeah. I wasn't gonna send that to you. You can find it of your own volition, yeah. Oh, wow. Angel Boy? Angel Boy's pretty. Bratty Angel-less and thrilled to be assigned to the underworld to conduct an audit. Introducing Elion, a side character that will feature in a Date with Death 2 Remnants. I'm gonna speed rushing my hair. Okay, I might end stream before then. I can't just keep scrolling Twitter and chatting here. That's not a just talking. That's a irresponsible streamer scrolls Twitter, looks at simple content. It's also really hot. I'm gonna take my fan. Gonna lay down in bed. Oh, I love this OST. Which one is the one that's playing? Memories of That Day, Sorrow theme. Bro, it's too hot. I would love to like hold out the stream until it reaches 4 hours. A good 4 hours. We're at 3:45. It's not happening. It's not happening. I did not expect to stream for this long. I didn't have the energy to stream this long. It kept going. I know you're joking. But I do want to wait. But I'm not going to. Oh, I keep scrolling. Oh, we have a profile for Kale. A mysterious newcomer to Willowmist who seems to know your family. Works for question mark, alongside question mark. And you know a little else. He's so suspicious, but he's fine as hell. Cool tattoos. He likes to wear sunglasses at night, skulks about in the darkness. Knows my family? Yeah, Kale. It's K-A-E-L, and I was like, oh. And I think Kale is attached to like Eden, which is really funny to me. Should I? Okay. I'll send you this image. We met him right at the end, so once this loads, if you want to look at the VOD and see where he shows up, he's only there for like two minutes, perhaps. Very, very interesting. He shows up right at the end. Oh, I found the Florian art again. Argenti. No. Huh? Also, why did it translate Argenti into silver? That's insane. It's still a villager's house. Ah. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I'm so excited to play Cage of Roses eventually. Evil, a date with death, a Uber Casper deals with life instead is insane. Beautiful image. God, I want 2.5 Studio as Patreon. The Cape of Florian! Okay. Wait. Mitri, are you washing your hair? Mitri, you know how we're supposed to do matching Cyrenian Phynon when they release? Would it be okay if I break the Riche and Coco to do a Florian theme while before you know the banners come out? So like 1 week. No more Coco. No more Coco maxing. So cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Igwin's gonna be mad. A Momo theme? Oh, you should do it. You should do it. How far did you end up getting? Man, this is how people end up going on for so long. I was supposed to end. I'm gonna play some Mecha Chameleon. You have to join us when we all play together. We're all able to. Because I know Cuphead has it, and we need more people to play. Because me and Cuphead can't just play alone. Rokunana, up to episode 6. Oh yeah. I want to stand up straight, but that's gonna make my model higher, so I bring myself down. I finished episode 6. Oh yeah. So just about to start 7. That's nice. I think I'm gonna snack. I bought veggie straws when I was running my errands. The bike ride wasn't too bad, by the way. Nice. I want to learn this on the piano. The dark theme. Wow. Where's the sorrow theme? I love veggie straws. My favorite veggie straws are ranch veggie straws. They're very, very tasty. Okay. Okay, my head hurts. I really need to get off stream now. We're at 3:50. I can't keep prologuing this. I'm gonna go and head to bed now. And think about Florian. I'm gonna do my Florian theme. You will see. I'm about to lose my nitro, I think, in 2 days, so it's not gonna be super fancy. Oh, I'm so I can't stop thinking about him. I can't stop thinking about him. I can't stop thinking about him. Get some tea. Oh hell no. I'm going straight to lay in bed. It is 12:54. That's not happening. Okay. Okay. Goodbye. You get some tea. Get some water. Get some sleep. Play the games that you want, but get sleep. Adequate sleep. You need it. You too, Gizmo. Everyone go drink some water. I hope you get rest and that the rest of your day, night, and your tomorrow is okay. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I think I'll take a break tomorrow. I took a break yesterday while I figure out what to play next. I'm not sure if... I don't think I'll be streaming any more Lies of P, so... We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I'll let you guys know in the Willowmist channel. Bye-bye. I will try. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.